The
original
party as
Jabari.
cats.
Oh, the TOA party.
Yes, there we go. I got there. I just posted it in Outro's art channel.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be reusing Yina tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, because I am guest spotting on a TOA game, and they're level 5, and I was like, oh hey, guess who else is level 5?
Nice.
I like your Satan.
It's
Your
not
October
Satan.
It's not Satan.
It's not
It's
Satan.
legend, devil.
It's Satin.
It is Lord Darkness.
Lord
Played by
Darkness
Tim Curry.
Saturn. I'm here to steal your beloved Tom Cruise.
No,
That's my Tim
It's not
Curry.
my-
Sorry.
not my beloved Tom Cruise.
No, it's your beloved,
Anything but my beloved
Tom Cruise.
Ah, yes, there we go.
Because
Much
Tom,
better.
because Eternal
Nobody
Face.
likes Tom Cruise, and
Yeah, well,
everybody likes.
Yeah, Eternal Face boy Tom Cruise.
Ren, I
That
want to
was
let
back
you know
when he was
that
actually a boy.
Mm-hmm. It was so
Ren,
young.
Saintguard's avatar thing is on the Please Stand By page.
Excellent. They are everywhere. You can't stop them.
I'm really happy though with how August I did the what wound up being the cover thing for this game on Roll20 because I'd worked so hard on those stupid spaceships.
Damn spaceships.
Look, spaceships are tricky, okay?
They're very
Spaceships are
geometric,
hard.
and if you're doing a multiple point perspective, it gets real complicated real
Why are
fast.
you not cooperating?
I haven't drawn a spaceship in forever, and so for me, it would depend on the style of spaceship that is being drawn. Because it could be like, for me, it could be like, here's a box with some engines on it. But it could also be like, here's a 40K ship, which is a cathedral with engines on it.
Right.
Or one of my favorite ships from Sins of a Solar Empire, the Ragnarok, which is a gun with some engines on it.
Solar Empire is a good series, though. I love
it. Is TEC Rebels are my fave. I love myself the Ragnarok and being able to just be like, oh yes, I'm gonna invade this system. Also at the same time, insurgents are gonna rise up in this system while it's happening. I love it. Also, I love that the TEC's primary, one of their primary capital ships is a converted colony ship, which I think is very flavorful. It's got good flavor.
Boysenberry.
Is it like a nice smoky aged flavor?
Mm-hmm. Well, not smoky because it's a colony ship. Boysenberry, I think's closer. It's got a nice like pie kind of feel. Yeah.
That homegrown flavor.
Yeah, exactly. That home cooked.
So, but does it have the taste of recycled air?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's part of it, you know. It's the fact that it tastes like boysenberries, but like it's very obviously that it has to be 3D printed boysenberries because there's no way you have fresh stuff.
Good old 3D printed boysenberry, yeah.
Is that because it flew through one of those space farts that smells like raspberries?
No. That was one of the flavors they took with them from the planet they were coming from, obviously. Also because the hydroponics they dedicated to things that aren't boysenberries. I don't know why boysen. I'm glad that you chose boysenberry of all things.
Just needed.
Yeah. No, it's a really underrated scent for like, I don't know, candles or spray scents or whatever. Sage. Sage is a really good, clean smell, and it's never really used in like candles or anything like that.
Sage. This thing I associate sage with is actually mostly food, actually. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, sage is mostly used with food, like food, and smudging when you have demons.
Demon smudging.
Demon smudging.
Or ghosts.
Why
ghosts, demons, as you do.
Yes, you do.
I confuses me with Twitch chat why when you're a mod, you have to go to the non-mod settings in order to pop out chat. And I don't know why that's a thing.
It's a frustrating thing is what it is.
It's like just a little annoying, just a tad. Oh, I should.
Guys, if you've seen the progress Esteni's made on my banner, it's so good.
I was watching it yesterday. They were doing real well.
It's so good.
I have not seen her progress because
I'll post it in the.
Well, did you see the Gem of Alessandra? I got snuck in there between your work too.
I did see that.
That I did see.
She got all those hands to punch werewolves with, guys.
I caught the like last 10 minutes of it, which was all I needed.
I did nothing in my vampire warp this past weekend because I fell asleep. But I got bad stuff in the beginning of it, and my bad stuff was I got attacked by a really weak kindred, and I accidentally killed it. But the funny part is I was on a motorized scooter coming home from the Jersey Devils game.
No, I mean, thankfully that's self-defense, so you're not actually in trouble.
Yeah, the first thing I did is went to the prince and was like, yo, I killed somebody.
Yo, this fool attacked me.
I was about to say a very, very... no, I'm going to say it anyway. You could say that at your LARP you were killing it.
Bad. That is bad.
Right?
You should feel bad.
I don't.
The joke was bad and you should feel bad.
Nothing but fall asleep on the couch. There's like 40 people at this LARP and I still managed to fall asleep on the couch.
That's pretty bad, yo.
I was sleepy. Oh no.
It was a sleepy voice. There we go.
So I posted the picture in the Discord, but it's a screenshot, so it's like super condensed, so you won't get all the fine details. But
it's dark. It's very.
It is dark. She hasn't done the highlightings yet.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
Oh my gosh.
I need to figure out a new profile picture.
The blades in the dark book look so good.
Oh, it does. It really does.
There's a blades book?
Yeah, and then there's a Burning Wheel book, and is that starts without number? And the I can't tell.
And then the Dungeon Master's Guide and Promethean.
Oh, I totally missed Promethean right behind your head for a second. Okay. Oh, that's so good.
And Bendy McSquishy heads on the shelf.
I see.
Bendy.
I need to figure out a new profile picture for myself. That's what I need to do. Because somebody told me on stream, which was a very useful thing to tell me, that apparently it's actually very hard to see when I'm streaming because most of my profile picture is black and white, and on dark mode for Twitch, it's also very dark, so it's hard to see. And I was like, that's a good thing to know. That's a good thing to note. Thank you. I will do something about that.
I see.
Yeah. Also, I need a new one anyway, because this is a holdover from when I was like, I don't have anything. I'm just going to use something from when I was doing Far Verona.
Hey, branding's hard.
It is hard. It is. I have a mascot, though, so I'm going to be probably just using her for everything. And I'm happy with that.
Well, Shay did a good job changing up our logo into something much more nice, and I love it.
Sharp. Guys, it's so quiet without face.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even started, and it's quieter.
Look, we're just gonna have to face it. You know.
There it is. There it is.
I was about to say what a faceless, but then I realized spineless is the word.
If only we could face the facts.
What a spineless pun.
Alrighty, well, I need to close my window so we don't get any background noise, but otherwise I'm good to go.
Okay.
Word up. Is there anything cool or exciting go on since last session for anybody?
I went out of town for a bit, which was nice. It was nice to be out of town for a bit. I went to Pasadena. I saw some stuff, which is cool.
Cool in Pasadena? I'm not.
Yeah, there's
I've heard
some cool stuff.
Around, but
Pasadena's in northern LA.
Okay.
it's northern LA County, I should say specifically, because LA's a big old sprawl. And there are things where it's like, there's like Santa Monica and stuff, which is like north, or like Thousand Oaks or whatever, which is also technically sort of LA. But like Pasadena has like Caltech is there. And then like there's a bunch of other stuff that's there, but like it's one of the primary things, Caltech. The coolest thing I saw when I was there was I went to the USC Pacific Asia Museum, which is this like smaller museum, smaller like art-focused museum for Pacific and Asian art in Pasadena. And they have two temporary exhibits that go on there. One of the ones that was happening was, oh god, it was called Dreams of a Sleeping World. It's by a Brazilian-born Japanese artist named Oscar Iwa. And basically what Oscar Iwa does is he gets this like kind of like polyester parachute material, and like just draws an ink and Sharpie inside of it. It's really cool. And then it's like you inflate it so it's like a room. It's really cool if you look it up.
That's a lot of dice. Why'd you roll 12d6?
Don't worry about it.
Generating a job, I imagine.
Because
the last time I went to an art museum was because the Philadelphia Art Museum had the terracotta soldiers, like some of them.
That's really cool. When I lived in Boston, because I was a student, I got into the Museum of Fine Art, the MFA, for free, which meant I could see all the really cool stuff that they have at the MFA. And a couple things they had, Hokusai, who's the guy who drew the wave. You know what that is?
The tsunami wave.
The tsunami wave.
Actually
is like
have
super
a
famous. It's a
super cool bookmark. That's the wave. It's like a metal bendy bookmark.
Nice. Yeah. The exhibit was really cool because it was the wave, but like it was also a bunch of his other works. There was also a John Singer Sargent exhibit that was like all of his non-portrait work, which was very.
I'm not familiar with John Singer.
John Singer Sargent's an American portrait artist from the 19th century. He's like one of the big portrait artists. He did, like
painted John Alexander Hamilton and John Hancock.
A little bit later, yeah, but like also stuff that's a little bit later, like he did like John Madison and like a later presence, I believe. I'm gonna look up his most famous John Singer Sargent. Give me that.
When I say
was he a sergeant or is his last name Sargent?
His last name is Sargent.
The one time I went to PAX East, and it was in Boston. I went to the Museum of Fine Art there, and one really awesome thing that they were doing, at least at that time, was if you buy a day ticket, you get to come back at another day within the same week for free. And so I wound up going once before the convention and then again after the convention, and still did not see everything in that museum, but it was really awesome.
Yeah, old colonial buildings confuse the hell out of me because they don't really look that big. Like the White House doesn't look as big as it actually is. I was lucky enough that I got to like go on a like tour in elementary school of the White House before
back in the day when you could actually do that.
Yeah. But it's like massive and it doesn't look that big from the outside. But the only time I have been to the Fine Art Museum in Boston is when I was playing Fallout 4.
All right.
Well, there you go. I'm also getting on the like presidential portraits. I'm getting him confused with a different artist, but John Singer Sargent, like he was late 19th century. He actually does have a picture of a president. It's Teddy Roosevelt though. I'll put it in our art dump for reasons. Because why not? Actually, no, I'll put it in chat so that everybody else can see what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you're a mod. You can post links and stuff.
I can. Yeah. There we go. That's the picture I'm talking about, everybody, in case you're curious. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's another like famous American portrait artist who did like Alexander Hamilton and like Thomas Jefferson and stuff like that. I don't remember the top of my head. I did art history at some point, everybody. It's not what I specialized in, but I did do art history.
I feel like everybody does art history. It's like one of those mandatory college courses that everybody ends up taking.
No, I didn't take it.
Yeah,
I think it would be. I think it would be cool, but I didn't take it.
Art history is actually super helpful for doing role playing games, because you become familiar with a lot of different aesthetics. And like
take it then as just a
do some researching on your own, and you can be like, oh yeah, like this is the thing I'm looking for, and like you can be like, this is the portrait I want to paint, this is the palette I'm looking at.
I always enjoyed doing that too. It's like, these are the classes I need to suffer through, and here's what I'm just taking for myself. Like, but money, it's like,
The worst course I ever took was a film criticism course, and it sucked. I hated it so much. Because, like, they just made us watch bad movies and, like, write reviews on bad movies, and I was just like, I hated it. I just didn't like it at all.
But you have to explain why.
Did you watch The Room?
I watched this really shitty figure skating movie from like 1994, and I forget what it's called, but that stupid movie will forever be.
Is that the one with Will Ferrell and the guy from Napoleon Dynamite? Because that's the worst figure skating movie I've ever seen.
Oh, not Blazing.
No, Blades of Glory.
No, it was
Blades of
Glory, not Blaze. I said Blazing Saddles. Yeah. Though. I was like, it sounds similar, but it's not.
It was a high drama. I think it was about that lady who like broke that other lady's leg.
Oh, that cracked her shins open with a lead pipe. Yeah. Good times. But it was her husband though. But yeah, the same. I'm old enough to remember that. Oof.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing that happened. Despite it should not have been a thing that happened.
It should not have been a thing that happened, but yeah, somebody really wanted their wife to win, and so busted her knees open.
Yep, that happened.
Yep. But yeah, I did that, and I also the other thing I did was I finished Mad Men, which I hadn't done. And that show does not have an ending. Like, I feel like it was intended as an ending, and it just wasn't. And I was like, this was disappointing.
I really enjoyed Mad Men, and then I, like, started to feel really gross watching it at some point.
That was me rewatching it, because I had watched about half of it before, like, 6 years ago or something, and I was like, I should probably actually finish the show. So I went again and watch it, and the biggest thing I got from it was, I'm glad I didn't live in the 1960s.
The gross time.
Yeah, big gross.
Big gross time. Yeah.
Speaking of big gross, let's play some Pack and Loss.
Wow!
I don't know how that segues in, but we'll make it work.
Segue? What is segue? I mean,
you could have said, you know what's not gross?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. All right. My notes are really, really poor. All I remember is that
we were riding off into the sunset on motorcycles and space goats.
Technically, that's true.
You're not wrong.
Well, we were riding
into the sunrise.
The
technically.
sun.
We're riding into the twilight.
Sun.
Yeah, but it would be a sunrise because we're coming from the dark side to the twilight. So,
I seem to recall that. Did I write myself a note here? Hold on.
We got Dr. Petrick out, and we got some samples. And we got these chumps motorcycles.
Yes.
They're like hover cycles, and left them with one goat, I believe.
We can sell those
Face
bikes
and Ballad
too.
pulled the old whoopsie doopsie.
We could sell the bikes.
Old
I don't know.
number 73 out of the scam book.
Yeah.
Like, do we want to sell the bikes, or do we want to keep those bikes? Because we could probably put those to good use too.
Do we really need to? We have ground vehicles.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like
we
don't necessarily need them, but it could be cool to just have them.
I mean, like fictionally, we could keep them. Be like, this is part of our garage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down with that. Just like being like, it's part of our garage now. We have some hover cycles. some probably definitely boosted hover cycles because these people were scavengers.
And it's like we don't have Flashbulb the Speed Freak anymore, so we gotta live vicariously without them.
Yeah, exactly. She's not here with her sweet grav bike because she drove off like Akira.
Okay. Yes. My question really was about the end here. I seem to recall that we did not get into downtime. Is that correct?
We did not.
Okay.
We did XP.
We did XP for everyone, including triage question mark?
No, I did my XP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody got their XP, but I think this was your last score.
I wasn't 100% sure.
Or
no, it was going to be my last score until I realized that I have another long-term project that I have to complete.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, so it sounds like we're going to be doing some downtime, and y'all are still over on Sahandra.
Yeah.
Because that's where we last left off.
Is this the triage? Is triage doing the thing of, this is my last job, and then the next job, this is my last job?
There's one more,
it depends.
One more score
really
to set me over.
It really depends on how the dice roll.
Just one more job, and then I'm out.
One more job. I need to play that game at some point.
The funny thing is I don't think I plan on going legit. I just plan on being like, haha, fuck you, Chad. The thing you told me I couldn't do.
To be fair, you could just go into esoteric medicine or whatever because you're all into that way shit. So it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Chakra with these glass balls in fire.
Look, it's not like the hegemony will be like, oh yeah, this is cool. We'll definitely give you a medical license.
I mean,
unless you give them a lot of money.
I mean, she could just give them a lot of money.
I mean, she could.
They're very bribable.
They're very bribable, but it's all it takes is one noble being like, your whatever methods were terrible, and they ruined my reputation or killed my son or whatever. Not even killed, just maimed my son, and you're done. That's all it takes.
You maimed my son. Why do you always maim my son?
Or you named your son. I don't know which. It's complicated.
There's a song about that. It's called Boy Named Sue. Johnny Cash. It's a classic.
Yeah. If you're gonna grow up in this world, you gotta be tough.
So
it's just how it is.
Fair.
Well, let's do some downtime.
Alrighty.
We
need to do pay off.
Pay off exactly what we need to do. So this was kind of last minute. You did it like a rush job, so I think you get a bonus for that.
Hell yeah!
You were successful in saving this asshole. Scientist.
We picked up Dr. Patrick. It's all fine. It's all fine. We also brought his samples with him. We didn't just pick him up. Because apparently we were going to use them.
We definitely only brought the samples we said we would.
This is all up to zero because I don't know how this is working.
So overall, with a bonus for rush job and a bonus for bringing samples back, you're gonna get 9 credits for this.
Ooh, damn. Shall we do obviously 2 to the ship because we want to pay off our ship, and then we have 7 left over.
Idea.
I don't know how that divides, unfortunately.
I'll take the short. I'll take the short end.
Okay, if you insist.
We could just have Face take the short end. He's not here to protest.
That's not fair.
I have reason to take the short end.
That's true.
I'm trying to get you guys to sell me the ship at a reasonable price.
I like it. Yeah.
That will look favorable.
No, we're still gonna sell it to you at this unreasonable price, and now you have less money to buy it with.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe Triage has a little bit more faith in.
Look,
oh, no.
Flash.
I guess.
I was about to say, if Flashbulb hears about this, she will be fine with it. Ballad has nothing in this because Ballad does not own the ship or anything.
And
right?
you know goddamn well that Triage is going to come to you in any argument that breaks out and be like, come on, Ballad, back me up on this.
Ballad's just gonna be like, I don't understand.
I barely know you. What is this?
They will gladly flirt with you. They don't understand what this argument's about.
I really like that default of Ballad will gladly flirt with you. And that's just it, yeah. Like...
Yeah, Ballad will gladly flirt with you. I have a belief. I told Kelsa about this before because I made it a few hours ago. But Ballad's belief that I wrote was there's no one that can't be talked to or flirted at. Will that get me in trouble? Definitely.
Not with at.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because with requires reciprocation, and that doesn't always happen, unfortunately.
You more enjoy the
100% necessary.
Yeah, you just enjoy the act of flirting, not necessarily the results. It's fine.
Exactly. They have gotten in enough trouble to know that not everybody appreciates being flirted at.
Oh, so you're a
charming a sport. Yes.
You flirt for sport.
Yeah. Yes, Golden. They can flirt with that which cannot exist. It's called flirting to yourself.
Are you implying that you don't exist?
Does Ballad not exist?
Maybe. In the hypothetical.
Well,
this is getting real deep.
Yeah. What does Ballad want to do for some downtime? Maybe that'll help.
Oh, should we do heat first?
Yeah. Heat's probably a good idea. Let's see.
I think you already rolled the entanglement.
I did not.
Before we jump into that, since we were talking about dividing up, remind me how much the extra is because of the crew and all of that. Like, what is our total split now? Because I know it's not that normal number. We added something.
So 7 divided by 4 means one person gets 3 and 2 and 3.
No, it means one person gets 1 and everybody else gets 2.
Yeah, but there was extra that gets added on top of that we hadn't been accounting for. And I'm trying to remember.
So the payoff was 9.
Mm-hmm.
We take 2 off for the upkeep of the ship, which means we have 7.
Yep.
And I don't think there's anything else that was the thing that we weren't accounting for was stash stuff, and that was from advancement, and that's separate.
Okay, so that doesn't count for this then?
No, that's only when the crew advances.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any creds. Okay.
Yeah, no,
cool.
You get 2.
Mm-hmm.
You get the 2, but when the crew advances, you get stash, which is tier. Yeah, it's tier plus something. I forgot off the top of my head. It's in the book. I will look.
No worries. It doesn't apply now. It's not. We can cover that when we get to it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything because I knew that was something.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's you get cred. Oh no, that's cred cost. What? You get crew quality plus 2. Is this how much stash you get?
Okay.
So we get whenever we advance the crew, we get 4 stash. These days, because we have crew quality 2, because we're good at what we do. Okay, we're tier 2. We're kind of important. Just a little.
Kind of a big deal. Is what
we're kind of a big deal.
I hear ya.
Yeah.
So I know what downtime I'm going to do if we want to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do it.
Yeah.
I know. I know what I'm going to do too, but you go first.
I want to train Insight, and I want to start my new long-term project, which is figure out a way to get FTL on that space yacht.
It's a good long-term project.
Yeah, that's a good long-term project.
And also, reminder, I feel like you know this, but I might as well give a reminder for everybody else. We have Insight training, so you get 2 XP when you train Insight.
Yep, I remember.
Excellent.
So I'm going to actually put this into rig.
Ooh, you're
I'm very insightful.
Sick. You got those brains.
Dem brains.
Big brains.
Them brands.
Look at
And I neglected to clear my stress. I have 5 stress, which means this is going to be a potentially very dangerous mission for me today.
You could spend coin.
What was your other downtime action?
It was train Insight and then roll on my my new clock.
Gotcha.
The long-term project.
What are you doing to roll? What are you doing to start this long-term project on your clock here?
Who was? I'm gonna call Glitch.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Glitch and ask her if she knows where to get if she can walk me through it, rigging a inner system ship up with faster than light travel means.
I'm glad you're doing this. This is good.
Me too. Me too. This is.
Well, Glitch is the only person I can think of.
Hold my beer. I got this.
We got our used car or used space car salesman.
Unfortunately, the two people you could ask about ship mechanics who are actually attached to this ship right now, you don't know Ballad very well, even though Ballad has a ship mechanic friend, and Flashbulb is gone and also has a ship mechanic friend.
Zero technically could help, but she's more of a hacker than a mechanic.
Yeah, but I feel like I'd go and like try to talk to you, and you'd have your Apple AirPods in and just like walk.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be listening to you.
Oh no.
I would send you the space YouTube video for how to do it.
The one that has a like 10-minute preamble to doing it. Yeah.
Do not try this at home. To build
and you
your
take
own.
2 packaging tubes and you tie them together with electrical tape.
You're gonna need to order yourself 500 tons of illegal dark matter.
At least she didn't send the recipe, the online recipe version, which has 12 paragraphs on how the background of how they got to make this recipe at some point before getting to the recipe.
Oh,
yeah, but
I
that's
love those
only
websites. Let me tell
after
you.
the every step of the recipe photograph that's taken very photogenically.
Oh gosh!
But every time you scroll down,
Also,
there's a
what do I
different
roll
advertisement.
for my project. Just
So it
Fortune,
sounds
flat
to
fortune?
me, like what you're doing here is going to be
Consort?
consorting with your friend.
Friend.
for certain definitions of the word friend.
Acquaintance of some variety. Former coworker.
Former coworker.
I don't have any knife emojis. Friend.
Friend/knife emoji. That's funny because slash.
Ah, I got a 5.
Nice. So you put 2 ticks onto that clock.
Wow.
And that's a 6 o'clock we decided last time, right? Or is
I
it 8?
do believe that's what we decided.
I do declare.
Friend.
I
So,
seem to recall.
Vrindis, did you want to like talk about how that goes? Like,
I feel like I should
maybe you don't help
sabotage your
me,
call.
I mean, I'm calling you to say like I'm trying to get out of this. Like I'm out. Like I'm out. Like
I'm tired.
yeah, I'm trying to get out. So I don't know whether you would take that as like, okay, you're like leaving, or oh no.
Like, okay, good for you. So I think she largely doesn't care. And like the mean thing would be giving you the like incorrect mixture for the sublight thing that happens in Rick and Morty, where it's like, yeah, you just mix this and this and this, and then the ship.
A fucking Cronenberg.
No, then the ship explodes when you start the engine. But no, I think that's a bit much.
Well, I did get 2 ticks on the clock, so
she probably just directs you to somebody who can actually care, and then likely also messages them to charge you extra.
yeah,
Wow.
ruthless.
Well, you got to keep in mind that while she doesn't necessarily blame Flashbulb or Face, there was one particular
only
person
who
on
was
the job
actually
who
there
left her
who abandoned
behind.
you. Yeah, I know.
It's like there
Yeah,
there is a lot of blame that can be put on a number of people. Like Flashbulb has the least amount of ire that she directs, but
Triage doesn't understand the concept of a grudge.
Yeah, you absolutely think everything is kosher, and it's like, no.
I don't think everything is. I don't think everything is kosher. I just like assume that an instant is an instant. Like things that happen.
Time happens differently for triage.
Yeah, triage has no like object permanence, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
I mean, triage has only understands the sense of a grudge for one person and one person only, and that's Chad.
Yeah, fuck Chad.
But yeah, no, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's like, hey, it is triage's fault, and triage is like, no, it isn't. Nothing bad. Like, one bad thing happened, but like, we can get past this, right? You know.
Oh, I don't deny that it's my fault. I just don't. I don't expect.
Had a character.
Hey, you're doing pretty good for yourself. You have a.
You're doing okay.
Yeah.
Hey, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have a bar on Salandra, okay?
Sure.
Sure. I fucked you over, but it was. I mean, that was like 5 minutes ago. Well, actually, technically, like 5 months ago.
That was like 5 months ago. You
exactly
bounced back. That's what Fox people do, right? They land on their feet.
Yeah, look at your boyfriend over there. Your human boyfriend.
Boring human
some
boyfriend.
Chan's just like, yep. Boring human boyfriend.
Yeah.
With his
remember.
I mean, hold on. No, we established that he's not boring because he's now Space Keanu Reeves. It's fine.
That's true. Okay, fair.
I was thinking, what's his name? The teacher from Full Metal Alchemist's husband. What's his name?
I
was thinking
idea.
that.
Hohenheim of Light?
No, not. Wait. The teacher.
The butcher.
The big butcher guy.
The big butcher guy whose name I don't remember.
Oh, no.
That Major Armstrong is big friends with.
Yeah. Big muscle friends with.
Yeah, big muscle friends. Oh, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's
well, he said,
person.
yeah, he was like the teacher, and I was like, no, that's their dad.
I figured which teacher you're talking about. I was like, I don't remember his name, but big beefy dude.
Do we ever hear what his actual name is, or is he just the...
I think he does have a name.
He has a name.
If not in the show, if not in Brotherhood, it's in the other one. Or
actually, it doesn't. I'm not gonna look it up. That'll take longer than I need. Yeah, no. Hey, look, it's funny for me because Glitch's Vice was banging aliens, and then it was just like, and then she settled down with a human.
Did she though?
I don't know. That's the thing. We don't actually know. We're just assuming this.
I feel like the song 1985 by Bowling for Soup is ringing true for Glitch.
So, the real question is, what are the rest of y'all doing for your downtime?
I'm gonna do my Vice as one of my things.
Let's talk about Ballad's Vice.
Yeah, Ballad's Vice is pleasure. It's to have fine spirits with a side of cards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, their Vice would be cards with a side of fine spirits. Not for Ballad. Ballad, it's fine spirits with a side of cards. The cards aren't the important part. They're just there.
Right.
Yeah, and their Vice Purveyor, I don't think is on Sanhandra because I don't want to attach everything to Sanhandra. But their Vice Purveyor is a person named Allure, who we'll find out about in some other system because they're not here. But that's A-L-O-R.
Who do you go to here to fulfill your vice?
That's a good question.
Is not here.
Yeah,
you go to the electronic Pochenko machines and you get some nasty swill from the bars.
Nah, it's, again, fine spirits. I can't be having bad alcohol defeats the purpose of this.
Right?
Yeah, I think they go to because their thing is being their heritage, like the combination of their heritage and background basically means like they frequent spacer bars most of the time. So yeah, they go to a spacer bar, but like it's like they know from just being a nomad, like these are the spacer bars you want to go to. These are the ones you want to go to get like the nice stuff. So they go to one of them that's on that's either on or above Saintguard, like on an orbital.
Probably on Saintguard.
Okay,
probably
yeah.
there in the
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, yeah.
Which always has the soundtrack.
Yes, constantly soundtrack.
And nobody knows why.
Yeah, because there's no context for that at all.
Yeah. But yeah, they go to a spacer bar, and the scene for them is just like spacer bar, sit down at a card table, order a bottle of something. And just like play cards for a few hours and mostly drink, sort of play cards and not really care about the results. Flirt at people, with people, both. Knows. Yeah.
All right. Roll your vice.
Alrighty.
Also, triage.
4.
Hi.
You did not indulge your vice.
I did not indulge my vice.
If you do not indulge your vice before the end of downtime, you will need to take 1 stress for each trauma that you have. So 1 stress.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a rule. That's the thing about having traumas. If you don't indulge your vice, you take more stress.
And that's true even if you don't have any stress.
Oof.
Now you can choose to spend a cred and indulge your vice. Or you can just take that penalty and just be on edge.
I'll spend it. I'll spend a credit, indulge my vice, and probably get a 6.
Look, it'll be great. You'll go work on your long-term project for a while.
I fucking rolled a 6.
Of course it happens. I love it.
So remind
No,
us.
I'm going to do something bold and
Ooh.
reckless. I need to think about what it is. I can't come up with it on the fly, but I will come up with something bold.
Is this the rash action or the big talk?
Rash. Rash action.
You're losing a bunch of money, is what you're telling us.
Yikes. Yeah. I'd love to know what that looks like.
Why does somebody burn 2 of your lab coats?
Do you go and like give away a bunch of lab coats to charity?
No, I'm trying to think what happens.
What's your vice again?
My vice is vanity.
Oh, right, it's your lab coats.
Yeah.
Maybe like get like commission a lab coat on Saintguard. It's like a very special lab coat, but it uses the material from your other lab coats. So like you have to put lab coats.
It's a Franken coat.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta spend money to make money, but in this case you gotta spend lab coats to make lab coats. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
So what are like? I don't have the book handy, but what is like the written out description of like the options if you overindulge?
Oh, it's in the vice section.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. I just didn't know if anybody had it handy.
No.
Doop, doop. Boop, boop. You guys can move on. I need to think on this.
Okay. 0. Do you know what you're gonna do?
Good question.
You are muted.
I was muted because they were running the blender earlier. I thought I needed to do some stress relief too, but I didn't take any stress last time, so that changes that. I guess I'm not gonna figure out how to make this poop drugs. It could be a long-term project, but nobody's done any crafting before. We should craft something.
Do you have a schematic?
I don't. That's probably why we haven't crafted
That's the reason nobody's crafted anything. Is such schematics.
You can get a schematic.
I'm not sure what I would want it for, though.
Leave any of her schematics on the ship?
You can make one.
Can I steal the Urbot that was left on here? This is mine. This is mine now. I'll probably do training for sure, because I have 1 tick left in prowess that I can knock up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do training, tick prowess up 1, and I'm gonna put it in helm.
Ooh. Hey, you too can fly the ship now.
Yeah,
more competently.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Big Talk instead of Rash Action.
Oh no! Now we have a. Does that mean we have a allotted level in hold?
And now I leave. Bye.
It might. Hold on.
Well, it's not even so much that I'm talking big. It's just like I'm talking about all the crazy things that I saw while we were out on our last mission.
Yeah.
Fucking goats are weird, man.
But it gets.
Yeah,
back.
not the goats. I'm talking about the cool electronics that I was all.
Oh, not the scary monster we threw a rock near and had.
No, not the monster. I'm talking about like the like.
Oh, the doctor's stuff.
The doctor stuff. Exactly.
Right. Okay. That's yeah.
Okay, that will give you guys a wanted level in Holt, though. Just FYI.
Excellent.
I mean, it's either a wanted level in Holt or the crew's taking 2 debt because I'm not giving away 4 stuff.
I mean, you take 2 debt.
Yeah, you.
The
Not
crew.
Not...
It says reduce your stash by 4, or if you can't or won't, the crew takes 2 debt.
Oh.
Well, I guess technically the debt is on the crew sheet, but you would be responsible for it according to everybody on the crew.
And then triage would leave, and then we'd be left.
And then I'd bounce.
And then you bounce. All right.
We would remember that when you try to buy the ship.
Yep.
That's gonna be added to the cost of the ship.
Yeah, have fun paying another 4 credit for the
Well, that's why I went with Big Talk because I knew
That's
this
fair.
would come down.
That's fair. Hey, getting a wanted level is not so bad. We literally have a wanted level in every system now.
Nice, we're so
You
good.
sure do. Good job.
It's only one.
Is there a list of legal ship modules?
It's in the ship upgrades.
Is there? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking at acquire assets now as an option. The ship upgrades, you say?
Yeah. If you go to the ship systems that are like modules and upgrades,
is it in the book or just on the sheet?
It's on the. I'm looking on the sheets. It's probably also in the book, but I haven't looked.
Nope. Here, I found it using ships. Cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see if I actually found it.
Let me. I'm gonna. While you're thinking about that, my other action. I'm gonna recover because I don't like having level 1 harm.
Okay. What does that look like? Do you go to triage for treatment?
There we go.
Triage is a doctor, and so I have been told. So yes.
So
Yeah,
I have continually been told that triage is a doctor, so I go to triage. Yeah, just like.
So I will treat you, and I will kind of going along with like blabbling on in like port and stuff. I will continue to talk about like how cool their fucking I don't know the spinny thing that merges solutions.
Oh, the centrifuge?
Yeah, the centrifuge. That's the word. How cool their centrifuge was, or something crazy like that. And it makes you uncomfortable, and I probably give you too strong of painkillers.
I mean, if you give me too strong of painkillers, it wouldn't make me uncomfortable. Just been like, I've been around this type of person before. All I got to do is just relax.
Just mellow out.
That's
chill.
Yeah, just mellow. Yeah, just being like, this is fine. I'm thinking about spending another cred to reduce my stress, because I still have 4 stress. But at the same time, I have 6 stress boxes, so maybe not.
You should probably get
You're
that
like,
down.
should I overindulge or nah?
Yeah, exactly. Should I overindulge into another character?
Wait, you have
you
have 6 stress, right? How would you overindulge?
I have 4 stress.
Oh, okay.
I had 8, now I have 4.
Gotcha. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do another one. That's risky.
No, it would just be Ballad leaves and Flashbulb comes back probably. Maybe. I think Flashbulb.
That's one option.
Yeah, that is one option. I of course can just do big talk and just be like, we went out into the dark zone. It was weird over my drinking cards. I think instead. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna spend extra money because I need money.
What do you need money for?
I don't know. My drive.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's what I need money for, and also incidentals, because I know I've done this before. I've gotten myself into trouble, and I've had to throw money at people, literally.
Literally,
yeah. You never had to literally throw money at people? It's dire.
Oh yeah, die. I'm just picturing like Ballad like running away and like chucking blocks of cash at someone.
Nickels are the most efficient U.S. currency for self-defense. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the future, so they're like credit chips. So it's not like you're throwing bills at people; it's just credit chips. She's like, here, take it.
Just dozens of USB flash drives. What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what the show would use. It would be USB flash drives. It was a live action show.
Yes.
This would be it would be like somewhere between anime and like Saturday morning cartoon style from like the 90s.
Yeah, because we established this was an animated show, I'm pretty sure, at some point.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I feel like this would be like Animaniac style, personally.
Oh my gosh. That's not how I see
not
it.
Not as Gonzo with the, but yeah.
I think we said 80. I think we said 80s anime was the thing that we had originally.
Yeah.
But
I picture 80s anime for sure.
Yeah. Which has gone. The aesthetic has definitely been there. We've definitely had that. Do you know what you're acquiring?
The module. I'm probably going to insist we buy a weapon module.
You want us to get a gun? Okay.
Yes, let's get a gun. Yeah, and I think the conversation goes, guys. I've been thinking about this a lot. We really need a gun. It's like, what kind of gun? A gun for the ship.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that would have actually been balanced because it's like, so what kind of gun? You mean like this gun? Falls out one side. Or this gun?
No. We got those. We got plenty of those. No, a gun for the ship. Like, it was cool and all that. Like, you weren't. I don't think you were here for it, but like, we ran into a ship with a mining drill, and we should have died.
Wait, hold on. Let's figure out.
I like poke my head in, and I do that like.
Yeah,
meme.
Yeah. We had a real crazy.
You ran into a ship with a mining drill?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Our former pilot. It's a whole thing.
Your former pilot sounds very ambitious.
That's a word for it.
She's good at what she does.
That's good to hear. But she's not here. I'm here, and I think I agree with our friend here that we should get ourselves a gun.
I was thinking particle cannon, mostly because this catalog starts with the words pew pew on it. Fun fact, it actually says that in the book. The first two lines are pew pew. So I'm sold, personally.
Pew pew? I agree. Let's get that.
So I'll make some calls and see if we can get our hands on something.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to acquire assets.
So an acquire asset is going to be an item that you can use one time.
Oh.
You want, in order to acquire something that you're going to have permanently, it's going to be a long-term project.
Yeah. It does mention a ground vehicle or legal ship module.
Yeah, that you can use once.
Yes,
No. Yeah, that's fine. This is awful.
Oh yeah,
all right.
So particle cannons are not legal.
No,
for most people. Unless you're bounty hunters, then you can have them.
Yeah, I didn't say we were doing it legally.
I mean, no, you're not. You're definitely not.
You can start a long-term project to locate us some particle cannons.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's find us a gun.
Yeah, let's find us a gun.
A big gun.
I mean, I probably need a particle collider so we can like probably find it at the same place.
Those are very different things.
Don't tell Triage
They both have particles in the same.
I need a gun.
They have particles in C. What do you? They're the same. It's gonna be very. It's gonna be very funny if you get this before Flashbulb shows back up, and she's just gonna be like, "What is this? Why is there a gun on her?"
What is this? Gun.
Gun.
It's just a gun. Don't worry about it.
Gun.
Now, things to keep in mind. Particle cannons are not legal. If you have a particle cannon on your ship, you are going to need to either come up with some paperwork that says that you should be able to have it, which PS you should not, so that's going to be very, very fraudulent, or you need to come up with like a way to hide it when you go to a normal legal port, because otherwise people get a little nervous when they see guns strapped to civilian ships.
But yeah, we have one of those retractable hatches for it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. So what you're telling us is that either we have to fake being bounty hunters, or we have to have a retractable cannon.
Retractable cannons is the way to go.
I like retractable cannon.
Retractable cannon. I love it. Okay. Cool.
It's also a blowtorch for creme brulee.
Yes, exactly.
But you can only use it as one or the other at the same time. So, like in the middle of a gunfight and a dog fight in space, and then all of a sudden the gun pulls back in so someone can use it in the kitchen.
What are you doing? Creme brulee, come on!
Packet loss. Your time's up. We know you ain't packing anything. Give us the goods. And all of a sudden, particle cannon just drops down. So you have a particle cannon. Change the plan, boys. We're going home.
We're going home. You God's like, would you like a nice creme brulee on the way out?
Nah, stick around. We're gonna turn your captain into creme brulee.
We should just get one of those boxing gloves that shoots out attached to our ship.
That'll definitely get you taken seriously.
Or a pie cannon.
Who filled the particle cannon with pie and confetti?
Are we throwing cows at them now? Is this what's happening?
I fell into Animaniacs territory because I said Animaniacs in a sentence earlier.
You did.
There's no going back.
There's no going back from this.
So I guess how long is that long-term project to get retractable particle cannons?
Let's take a look at your contacts here. 0.
We don't have weapon dealer, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let's see. You've got a black market dealer, however.
Oh.
Lyra Khan. That sounds like someone who would have a line on something like this. So, I don't think it's going to be too hard to find it. Because it's probably going to also cost you cred to acquire it. Or something else. So let's say it's a 4-part clock for you to talk to Lyra and get that.
Okay.
So let's what's Lyra look? What does Lyra look like? Who are they? Where are they located at? How do you reach out to them?
Lyra, and I'm going to consult the map here because I feel like this should be a long-term project, both in effort and distance. They probably... Do the people in the Cove hate us? I feel like the people in the Cove do not hate us.
They love you.
Cool.
Well, not love you, but
we're friends of the Maelstrom.
Yeah. They are a black market dealer in the Cove then, so we'll have to do a bit of travel to get there. But of course the pirates have a particle cannon. Why wouldn't they?
It does seem pretty reasonable.
Just one.
Oh, they got plenty. They got plenty. What kind of color you want your laser to shoot? We got green lasers. We got red lasers.
Hey, can we have purple so we know?
So you know that you're legally distinct from all the other lasers.
Magenta's not even a real color.
Wow, how dare!
No, I'm in the field that magenta is a real color. I just wanted to start some.
I was making Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I got that one. So
I didn't.
Legally distinct from all the others, so they know that it's you.
Yeah, it's a I can spot myself in the big lightsaber fight scenes because my lightsaber is purple.
Yep. I mean that's very important.
Yeah. So crap. We were describing what she looks like. So let's oh, go ahead.
Yeah, what she looks like, or a little bit more about her. Like, how do you? Are we gonna wait until you guys go back over to Rin in order for you to talk to her? Or are you gonna send her a letter right now, or?
I'm gonna send her a message. Let's see. I'm consulting Pinterest for inspiration.
Yes,
that's right. That's where I pull all my good stuff from.
Remember, 80s anime.
Yeah.
Unless she's an alien, but also still 80s anime.
I can't think of any 80s enemies with aliens.
There aren't a lot of them.
Yeah, Total Recall.
I mean, aside from like
anime?
the real
It could be.
Hold on, is this show
80s anime with aliens?
I mean, I feel like there's gotta be some. I just am not familiar enough with 80s anime off the top
Just
of my
make
head.
it one of the cricket dudes from MIB. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like that just in general. Why did I pick another? All right, that's fine.
I'm trying to remember. Legend of Galactic Heroes doesn't have aliens in it, does it?
What are you even doing on my notes? Come on.
Human, look at me.
Look your butt. No, not that way.
It does not at all. Yeah, 80s anime. Come on. But that's why this is a cool, unique show. 80s anime. Aliens.
I think despite being both a pirate and an arms dealer, they try and keep up a very classy look to them. Like this is somebody like Face could be seen with out in public, and it'll probably look like that. But they probably have like
They're like warmongers. They sell contraband to warring countries and stuff.
Sure, yeah, let's go with that. Actually, I like it. They put on they put on a very sophisticated airs, but they sell to the outlying systems and stuff that have conflicts, and they're like, "Yep, I can get you those guns." You know, I have people. They're very much.
Yeah. Very sophisticated arms dealer.
Yeah. Lords of War sophisticated. You know, they.
Perfect. Love it. Lords of War is one of my favorite movies.
That sounds fake.
that I like that movie, or that movie existing?
Yeah, that you like that movie.
That was a neat movie.
I rewatched it fairly recent, and I was like, this was not as good as I remember it being. But like, it's still pretty okay.
I mean, that's probably accurate. It's probably not as good as I remember it being.
It's a Nicolas Cage movie, so it's fine.
So, I mean, it's a Nicolas Cage movie, so it gets bonus points for being a Nicolas Cage movie.
Exactly. And it's one where he does try and play, like, straight man, too, so...
Yeah.
Cool. So we got a definitely not pretending to be a noble arms dealer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think she probably didn't start out with a noble life, but it's like money from selling people's lives. Yeah, okay, I can pretend to be a rich noble. I got this mentality down now.
Yeah, I feel it. Cool.
How big are her shoulder pads?
Their shoulder pads aren't in, not for another 10 years.
Oh, that's true. What's the 80s?
No, we're like far future 80s.
True.
So shoulder pads are out, but they're about to come back in.
Ah, there we go.
Power suits with big shoulder pads. I like it.
That's a thing.
That's
a whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm very busy drawing something that is not necessary or involved with this at all, so I apologize. I rolled a bunch of dice earlier as far as for a potential job, as you may recall.
Should we roll for this long-term project first?
Oh, I thought you already did. Boy,
No. We were discussing what the person what Lyra looked like. So
I don't know why I thought you already rolled.
Yeah. You said it was a 4 o'clock though.
Yeah, so it's not too hard.
No. Remind me what I'm rolling. It's been a long time since I've done a long-term project.
Okay, you're gonna roll however you're doing this. So, if you're,
go ahead.
It sounds to me like probably consort.
Can I sway because I don't have a consort?
I mean, sure. I mean, if you sway instead of consort, that just means like the fiction is different and you are cajoling or lying as opposed to.
Oh, that's fair. I keep forgetting that. Okay.
Forgetting this is a fiction first game, and
no, I keep forgetting the way that these two skills interact.
Are different.
Yeah, I keep thinking consorting because, like, you know, you always have such a negative connotation with consorting. You're like, you were caught consorting with ne'er-do-wells. You know, but you sway somebody to your opinion as in convincing them to see it your way or to let you have this thing. Okay, well, that's different.
Well, y'all are ne'er-do-wells, so when you consort with other ne'er-do-wells,
that's fair. That's valid.
A good thing.
This is a consortation.
Yeah. Well, now, thanks. I hate it.
Excuse me, Cat. Nope. Okay.
Well, so.
Thanks.
I don't. That's gonna make this clock real hard to fill.
Actually, they are your contact.
So you do get a bonus die. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that helps.
Just automatically.
All right. So, am I rolling just consort then, not the resolve or anything? I don't want to mess it up.
It's a fortune.
It's fortune. Fortune.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
fortune.
Okay.
It's like
dice.
Unless it's like a risky thing in a long-term project.
Yeah, it's not risky here. Like, I could see how potentially it
could
theoretically be. So 1 tick.
Yay, that's fine. So this means I gotta work on getting some consort in there.
Yeah, get some consort or do a different action. Like once you meet up with her and you'd be like, thank you for the cannon. I will install it myself.
Yeah, like, I don't need to pay the installation cost. I can handle it.
Exactly. Like that's
yeah,
that's fair.
Definitely. That's definitely a thing. So yeah, you sent her a little email, and they're like, "Hey, we need your help.
We're looking for a gun.
Need a gun. We have a
close gun. Thank you.
Gun, please."
That's pretty much how I picture Zero saying it. It's just the worst, but okay.
It's just it's just a message with gun emojis
with little pew pews on them. Yeah,
little pew pews. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you've got 1 tick on there so far. You will eventually get a message back that has like, please meet us in the cove for further details and pricing.
Alrighty, I added my
basically we can do what you want, but without actually saying those words in case it gets intercepted by the feds or whatever.
Yeah.
Damn feds.
Just like, oh, sweetie, we don't sell guns. We sell bananas here. Yes, I would like the biggest banana you can have. I'm here to purchase one of your bunnies. What kind of bunny? A semi-automatic bunny or
I'd like 1 nanner, please.
1 nanners.
1 nanners. It's like, I would like to purchase 1 weed, please.
That's exactly like that. 100% how that works.
Not amount of it, just 1.
Yep. Not even 1.
So
great.
Now that we've bought 1 drug, please. Narratively, Zero is going to be flying the packet loss in a bear costume.
That makes sense.
I'm glad you're now flying the ship.
Fantastic. So
Ballad will sit in the co-pilot seat.
Also doing drugs? What?
No.
Also doing drugs.
Nope.
Wait, did we actually buy drugs? Like I zoned
out
there.
No, we stole the drugs.
They're not even drugs.
Technically, everybody has free illicit drugs in them at all times because we're scoundrels.
That's a good point.
It's in our load. They're free. Free load. Illicit drugs.
It's not that hard for you to acquire drugs.
No,
we sell drugs for a living. How do you not know this?
We don't. Wait, hold on. We only did it twice.
Only the twice.
Because I realized we did it more than once. We did it twice.
Well, we did it twice.
Nah, you're doing drugs. Palad's drinking on the bridge. It's fine.
I mean, that's really no different than how Flashbulb flies. So
I mean, it's true. Flashbulb smokes and drinks while flying. So you know.
Yeah. She's definitely a role model. Oh my
Nobody's
goodness.
Smoke cigars in space. I mean, in an 80s cartoon, you can. But...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, this is an 80s cartoon. Definitely.
So you have a job for us, apparently.
Right. So remember, we're going to do a flashback here to when Ballad was in a spacer bar.
Right.
Where Ballad is going to bump into an old friend of flashbulbs, actually.
Oh.
Unless you have an old friend you would like to run into, since we haven't met that many of Ballad's contacts.
None of these people make sense, unfortunately, because Io was already here, but Io's off doing other things. There are 2 people on here that could make sense, but I don't think Aura is in a different system. I could run into Botro, which would be weird and interesting, but I don't know what job you have lined up.
I made notes.
I will just say Botro is a bounty hunter.
Right, I'm looking at your screen. I'm looking at your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this smuggler friend there.
You mean my rival?
I do mean your rival.
How dare you? How dare you bring them up? Because I have a feeling the other person you're going to bring up was Maris.
No, actually.
It wasn't. Oh.
It was not. It
Who
was going to be
it?
Mav.
Oh, yeah. It could be Mav. Mav or Espa, both are good. It depends on what you want. I don't know if Espa would give me a job. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that would happen, but...
I don't know if Espa would give you a job, but Espa might be talking very loudly about a job, and then you can be like, let's snake this from her.
I like this. This I like.
Okay.
This I appreciate. Oh, now I need to describe Espa.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Espa is let's see. She's human. Start with that. She's human. She's trying to think. She's got big hair, I think is a descriptor for her. Let's see. What other descriptors do I have for her? She's a smuggler, so like smugglers have like a style to them. There's a style to smugglers. Like, we're a smuggling ship. Our style is being daring and saucy, but there's a you when you see a smuggler, you're like, that person, they're very smooth at what they do, and it translates over into what they wear. So I think it's something where it's like it's for her, it's like she has something where it's easy to conceal things on her, as well as being just like, this is comfortable and I can move around in it.
Okay.
She's at a bar right now, so I guess she's like currently wearing like you know what? She's wearing shorts. But like and she's wearing shorts and like a coat that goes like below where her shorts, that like is longer than her shorts are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love it. Okay. Let's see here. Coat longer than shorts.
And she wears black lipstick.
Perfect.
I'm just like throwing things out there. I'm just like, this is.
Tell me her coat's made out of transparent vinyl. Like black, like charcoal black.
I don't know, because that's
vinyl.
the thing she uses to conceal things when she's wearing shorts. So like, what color's her hair? God, because she has big hair and she's got black lipstick. But this is space. So it's.
She has Paul Stanley face paint from Kiss.
That's a little much.
I think that's, yeah. I don't think that's it.
I'm just being a goof.
I think she's got green hair. She's got big green hair.
I like it.
Yeah.
Into it.
Cool.
Maybe her shorts are transparent vinyl. No.
As a person who wishes their green hair was big.
See, you can live vicariously through my rival.
There you go.
It normally has some nice body to it. It's just I washed it tonight, so now it's all flat.
Look, I understand that. I really do. Okay.
Yeah,
so...
that's Espa. Why are we rivals? We'll find out. I don't know.
Well, I mean, for one, you're willing to sneak jobs out from under her. So...
Look, she would do the same thing to me. To be fair,
because she flirted
at
and not back.
No, she started it. Actually,
Okay.
I believe both of us think that the other started it, because that's definitely... Also, yes, there was flirting involved.
So I'm imagining secretly you both crush on each other, but never want to admit it.
Yes. 100%.
I was like, I hate her so
definitely.
much. Her stupid, sexy, pretty face and her
Yeah, we're very
big green hair and...
We're very tsundere for each other, this being an 80s anime. So... we haven't. I don't think we've talked to each other recently. So this is why it's past tense. It could be future though. We'll see.
Does she see Ballad there? And is she talking this big talk specifically like, ha, I have a juicy ass job, Nanya?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
100%. Ballad, funnily enough, Ballad, very good at sneaking. Doesn't really care when she's doing her fights. She's just like, oh, hey. I think she sees her talking, Espa's talking to whoever she's talking to, and she's just like, she like loudly like calls for the bartender or whatever, just so that Espa can hear them.
I see. So they're like, I see you. I want to make sure you see me.
Yeah, exactly.
If you see Ballad, it's because you know they wanted you to see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. So Espa is talking to someone. They're a nondescript guy. Obviously, they have real hard NPC vibes. She keeps calling him John. He keeps correcting her, but you don't quite catch what his name actually is. Let's see here. I rolled for this job, and I'm trying to figure out what these numbers actually mean.
You rolled for this, John?
I heard job.
Well, that's what I said, but...
I know.
Okay.
There's a lot of ones in there. And fours. Oh, those are four, but... What's job 40, I guess? Because apparently that's what this adds to.
Okay, so after reviewing a couple of different things, I think the original one is not that great, so I'm just gonna jiggle some stuff around here. So oh, that's harsh. So she's got a job from the gosh dang it, hold on, my PDFs are freaking out. Okay. So she's saying that she's got a job from the most notorious info broker of all time, Vortex. She's like more notorious than Satani. She's like hugely powerful. She's got dirt on the hegemon himself. Like, she's unfortunately that also means that literally everybody and their brother is out for her. So her actual like location is a tighter kept secret than Satani's. But she keeps but she's got like a feed that sends out calls for jobs.
Right.
And completing this particular job according to Espa at least, would be very prestigious. And what she wants, or what Espa is going to be doing for her, I guess I should say, is there is a there's supposedly a shadow vault here on Sohandra, from the Counters Guild. That's basically the Galactic Bank. And she's saying that she's got, like, the coordinates to it. Now, she's saying that she has something very specific that she's supposed to get out of this vault. And, like...
Right.
I'm picturing this as, like, one of those things where, like, she literally holds up the piece of paper with the coordinates on it, and then either through sleight of hand or some, like, weird spy gear or something, Valid manages to get the coordinates. So you have the... like GPS coordinates
in space.
Yeah, I rigged my trick cards with cameras.
Of course you did.
Just for this purpose. Yeah, you know. Also so I can get selfies, but that's secondary.
That's not secondary. That was actually the original purpose.
Yes, it was. It's true. All right, cool. Yeah, bank heist.
Crimes.
Crimes.
We need to steal extra money so I can buy the space yacht off you guys.
Bank heist.
They're still here.
So,
I'm down for bank heist.
how would you like to heist a bank?
I would.
Obviously, we have to pull off the perfect crime.
The first thing I need to know, of course, is where is this actual shadow vault, and where do we have to bring this stuff?
Now, potentially, you could just break in there and steal something different.
That's true, we could, but I want to know.
Alternatively, you could do both. Or
I would like doing both would be good. Both is good. I like both.
What is a shadow vault by definition? Is it just like a secret bank? I don't know what the thing is.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, that's a good question.
It is a shadow repository, stores mysterious items and in high-tech vaults. So
there's probably not a lot of money there, but there's like valuable items.
Yes. Okay. There are like weird prototypes. There are
Cthulhu artifacts.
Did you say
artifacts?
Weird prototypes?
I did say weird prototypes.
Like those. As
potentially other things. You've heard rumors like that that they keep like that if people are discovered to have certain types of way powers, they wind up getting kept in these vaults either as like prisons or as like guards. Like you've heard all kinds of weird rumors about these vaults. There's like they say that they contain all of the money of the homogeny. They say they never have any money in these vaults, that there are always some weird ass artifacts, and that they're completely valueless unless you know weird way stuff. There's other ones that say that they have like super high tech prototypes that are deemed too dangerous to exist and too dangerous to destroy.
All right.
Lots of stuff.
Right. For this supposed job that Espa has, was it just steal the thing, or is it steal the thing and bring it somewhere?
For the job that she says that she had, it was steal the thing and bring it somewhere.
Do we know where?
She was not as loud about that part.
I will have to go ask somebody about that then. But I'm gonna go tell the group about this first.
Sure.
Be like, yeah.
The group must know.
Yeah, I'm gonna call a meeting on the ship in the kitchen, in the galley.
as one does.
Yeah.
That's how you do things around here.
All right, everyone. I've got something for us. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. It's a bank heist. Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but it's basically a bank heist. Shadow Vault. We have a location for one. We're gonna go steal some stuff from there, and we're gonna bring it somewhere. I'm gonna find that out. I haven't found that out yet, but yes, we got a coordinate for the Shadow Vault, and also Vortex has a job there. You in?
I guess.
I need more details than that. Usually banks are pretty heavily guarded.
I mean, you know what a Shadow Vault is, right?
Yeah, I actually just found out. I did a little bit of research
I was just Googling that right now after you said the word Shadow Vault.
No, and I think basically it goes, it's already in your Dropboxes. It's like Google article, what is Shadow Vault?
Yeah, it's just like, well, I mean, I think the biggest security is not being on the grid, you know? Feels like the best thing about them is that nobody knows that they're there. But if you know where they are, can't have that much security, right?
I suppose.
Plus, points at 0, you could get through the security systems, they have any, and then we just gotta grab the stuff and get out.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I like it. You in, Doc?
One final score before you retire.
I mean, yeah, maybe this will be my last score.
Actually, hold on. Looks at Bella looks around, just like, where's what's his name? The guy with the face.
Face.
That is what we call him, yeah.
You spent the entire session flirting with him, and you
doesn't mean she ever learned his name.
It's true. Also, she's been busy doing other things. Just like, yeah, where's Face?
Not here, man.
In their room, I suppose. They had like a lot of space drugs, and you know, don't worry about it. They said something about a goat.
Oh, well,
sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, it's their prerogative. But yeah, I'm gonna find some more things about this, like where we're supposed to deliver, and like what we should be taking. But we'll take other things, because you know, it's a vault. There are things in it. We should take them.
You can get behind that. If it's not nailed down, it's fair game. That's a rule.
Yes, it's a rule. Rule number,
47.
Yeah, that one. There we go. There are a couple different codes it's in, but yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Where is the Shadow Vault? Where are these coordinates anyway? That's a big question.
It's on the I believe the dark
It's on Isotropa Max.
No, it's there on Sahandra.
Oh right, it is on Sahandra. You said that.
Like I literally just said that.
I
is Sahandra like the offshore bank account planet?
Not particularly.
The Cayman Islands of the Procyon sector.
Like, it's not. It's not necessary. Like that's not what it's known for per se. But it definitely could be considered that. I mean, on some levels.
Well, we're gonna steal things. It's gonna be great.
You're gonna go and you're gonna steal things.
Before we go and do this, because I think it is actually pretty important, I would like to find out where we're supposed to deliver the thing, what the thing is, and where we're supposed to deliver it. Need to get in that vortex channel.
Yeah. Okay. How are you going to discover these?
That's a good question. Let's see. You know what? Because we have people who move around, I imagine, being a big old info broker and stuff, I'm gonna go find Botro. Botro's somewhere in this system. He travels around.
Sure.
I'm gonna go find him and try to convince him, be like, hey, I need to get on this Vortex channel. Yo, I'm part of a big thing. Which is true, but he doesn't know that.
Okay, so, yeah. Where do you find him?
I guess also on Sanhandra, since we're not leaving right now. I find him, oh geez, one of the spaceports, one of the landing areas. He like is either just coming or just leaving.
Sure.
Because catching people at an inopportune time is something that is helpful.
Okay, yeah. You catch up with him, and you're like standing on the space dock, like as he just landed, and he comes out, and you're like right there. And
Yep.
he's like, Ballad?
Bartro, it's good to see you.
I could say the same.
I mean,
What do you want, Ballad?
All right. Look, I wanted to get a drink with you, but first I've got something I have to ask you. You know Vortex, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of in with a big crew right now, and I need in on that channel, but unfortunately I don't exactly have a code with me. So I know you do.
So beep boop me in the boop a doop, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what you're saying is you'd like me to hook you up with a connection.
That would be great. I would love that. That would be amazing. You're the best. You are the best bounty hunter in the sector, right?
I thought you were going to buy me a drink first.
I mean, I can do both. You would like both, right? Both is good.
All right, both. Let's go.
both is good.
It was definitely the damn it, I forgot the name of the movie, and now it's ruined.
It's Road El Dorado.
Road El Dorado, there you go.
Both is good.
Yeah, I will buy him a drink.
Yeah,
I will buy him
yeah.
several drinks.
Yeah, let's this is a gather information check, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Where we're basically you're just trying to get a direct line to Vortex at this point.
Yeah, because I want to find out what this job's actually about, rather than stumbling around in the dark of the Shadow Vault.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but let's make a what you call it, thingamajigger, with
Some sort of roll?
the rolls. A fortune roll.
A fortune roll, you say?
Based on your depends on how you're going about this.
I'm trying to sway him, because I am sort of just being like, yes, I don't have a job already. I'm trying to get one, rather than what I'm actually doing. Very much obfuscating, and also being in I'm coming to being like, yes, you, perfect. Not like at his convenience. So yeah, I want to convince him that he should help his totally legit friend pal it out. So that's a 4.
Okay, so you get some information, and it's pretty good.
Nice.
You're able, he's more than happy to give you the line here to basically, like, here's how I see this playing out, and feel free to stop me at any point if this is not how you see it playing out.
All right.
You have some drinks. You go back to his spaceship, where he will like pull up the job bulletin board of like the direct Vortex link job bulletin board that you don't have access to, but he does. So you can like view it over his shoulder, and you'll see that they're listed on Saintguard. It's listed as extraction, and there is the coordinates, and then like that you already got, and then like below that is like a specific location inside of the depository, like a lockbox number.
Okay, cool. That's good.
And then the drop off is here on Sahandra as well.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, so it's that's very helpful. I don't need to know what it actually is, but knowing where it is in the Shadow Vault is good. All right. I will send that over to the rest of the crew. Be like, hey, I got the coordinates and stuff. And yeah, I will spend some time with Batro catching up and sort of being legit about our relationship. Sort of, I don't know. He's doing bounty hunting things. It's fine.
They're not exactly related, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, the rest of the crew, if y'all want to do things, or you can just like get to the job.
Yeah.
We should take our break.
That's a good idea.
Is that time?
Yeah, we're not too badly over, but it is
we're like right on time.
Hell
we
yeah.
should do that. So we'll take our break and then get situated into job time. Stick around, folks. Just leave it there because it always seems to be off center otherwise.
We all back?
It looks that way. Closing doors and stuff, though.
So, we've got a job, I think.
I think we have a job.
I think so.
Bank heist.
Bank heist.
So you tell me, what is your approach?
Well, we know where this is.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what we need to get. Actually, we need to. It'd be nice to know where the location is. Or like what the location looks like.
What about the location do you need to know? Because you have that information.
Okay.
Tell me more. What specifics you're looking for, so I can detail them to you.
I guess the question for this crew, and for us, is: do you pretend to be part of the Counters Guild to get in, or do we try to find an entrance in there?
I think we find like a weakness. Like we scope the place out. We see when they're like the guards change over. We see if we can do anything to alter like the cameras or whatever.
We don't really have face to get us talking our way in.
I mean, Valid can try, but Valid is not face. It's true. It sounds like infiltration, though, is the thing you want to do. You need an entry point.
I mean, I'm a doctor, not a bank robber, so...
This entire job, it's just you running around. I'm a doctor.
I like it.
Yeah,
This
did
one
you heist
time I had
banks?
to heist
we
student loan
stage a heart
funds.
attack with the most important person in the bank, and then I go in and I'm the doctor to save them.
Oh, of course.
And then you guys slip in the back, and you...
Or we all pretend to be medical personnel. We're just your orderlies.
Mm-hmm.
Or the stretcher bearers or whatever. Actually, no, this is the future. We're just like medical assistants. We carry the machines and stuff.
Medical assistants with an actual doctor.
Yeah, we have an actual doctor, so it's only
Well,
us
not
who are
lying. She's actually a doctor. Just
yeah, just we don't know anything about medical things other than drugs.
Well, I mean...
that makes us pharmacists.
Perfect.
Sure.
Yeah, we have a pharmacist, an anesthetist, and a doctor. Perfect.
Yep.
Are we doing this?
I mean,
I like
you have a better idea?
Let's do it.
This is the best.
How do we stage this like heart attack or whatever?
This deception, because this is some Ocean's 11 shit we're doing right now, and I love it.
Yeah,
Which is
it's got to be the perfect crime.
Yeah. It's obviously we did a flashback to find out who the shift manager or whatever is for the Shadow Vaults.
Sure. I mean, that's gonna be a little. That's not easy information to get, but okay.
No, it isn't. Because the other part of that is, of course, faking that they have a heart attack. Which I feel like...
I mean, we can change
do.
the faking them having a heart attack to something more conventional, if there is something more conventional.
I mean, it depends on who they are, I guess. Or if we just have a really good con that we can go in and just be like, yes. Because the other thing is that we don't have to actually know who this person is, and Zero can just hack into their systems and make it seem like that this is happening.
I'm listening to The Perfect Crime by the Decemberists for inspiration.
Do you think that's gonna help?
Do you think that's gonna help? Possibly.
Yeah. So what do we do? Do we find out who this person is and like try to make this as real as possible, or we just be like, "No, we have our con. We'll just fly by the seat of our pants on this one for the rest of it and hope
That's
that
the worst
Zero
that can
hack."
happen.
Yeah, exactly. Zero can hack our way through the security systems, and we.
Oh no, I have a better
Sound
idea.
like you're normal.
There's a
Yeah, it's true.
fungal
We are Derek.
outbreak, and we're the CDC doctors that are sent to quarantine the place.
We're quarantining the Shadow Vault. I'm down. I'm down with quarantining the Shadow Vault. This sounds
That
about
is
right.
one hell of a con.
That is a big goof.
Hey, I told you that the
Let's
perfect
do it. This
crime
is
by the
daring as
Decemberists.
This is daring
That's
as
daring
shit.
as shit. Okay.
I love it. Yeah, let's do daring as shit. Yeah, I guess I will do. And our method, our deception. This is deception, and our method is the biggest con. I'm gonna take normal load.
I I don't see any reason for heavy. I'm gonna go normal as well.
Yeah, I'm going normal as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you have to evacuate before the spores eat holes in your lungs.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Yes.
Fuck yes, 100%.
No. Maybe.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Yes.
Yeah, it really is. This is one of those type of plans.
Yeah, it is.
I encourage you all to make
The only kind of plan that PCs can come up with.
Yeah.
Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I don't think so. I don't think they're particularly vulnerable to a disease outbreak, but I also don't think they're particularly weak to it. I don't think they're strongest against that approach either, or have any particular defenses into place.
Aren't all financial institutions like plagued by regulatory agencies though?
Plagued.
You would think that. You would think that.
I mean, they are the regulatory agency. That's the thing.
It's true. They're the bank. They're the Counters Guild. So
The bank.
but this is a different
your
section.
Friends or contacts provide aid or insight on this operation? Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Yep.
Are any enemies or rivals interfering with this operation? Yeah, they are.
I was about to say, I don't know Kelsa art.
Literally. Are there any other elements that you might consider? Yeah, the Counters Guild is a higher tier than you by not a small margin.
This is how we all die.
So
we're not doing delivery jobs, so you don't get +1 die for the engagement roll.
no.
Damn.
Does he...
We don't have anything else. It was just the getaway that might have helped. Also, Outer, did your camera change?
Yeah, your camera's doing that weird thing again, where you look squished.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh.
I mean,
I didn't do anything.
you might not have done anything. I think it just happened.
Yeah. It's also now focused on your mic instead of you.
That is true, since he touched it.
There you go.
There we go. There it is. It's deciding. It's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Kelsa, people are vulnerable to panic.
We'll see how the panic happens. All right, okay. Given you people being vulnerable to panic, and the fact that Counters Guild is 2 tiers higher than you, you're going to be rolling 0 dice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We got this, guys. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
This is fortune,
0
right?
dice.
Fortune roll?
0 dice. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
0 dice.
No whammy, no whammy. 1, come on. 6, 2.
That's a 2. Damn it. We were so close.
Yeah.
Hooray. Our bad con is already falling apart.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is what happens when Rhys is too sick to play.
Look, Rhys, Face would have loved this.
He would have.
Loved this plan.
He would have. I think this would definitely have been right up his alley, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Bounty Hunters next week.
So...
Oh, we should reset our gambits.
Ooh.
Because we have 4 of them.
Okay.
We're going to use all of those and flashbacks.
So you come in with flashing your fake credentials, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, good, your boss is already here," and escort you into a meeting room with Espa.
Right.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Yep.
Espa knew. Damn it!
Espa looks up and sees Ballad, and manages to control her face, and just like gives a slight up nod and thank you. And they leave you alone in this room, and she's like stands up and like stalks over to Ballad and it hisses, "You know you just made this job 10 times harder for both of us, don't you?"
Ballad's just
I
like...
didn't hear what you said.
Oh, Ballad just puts their hands up, just like, Look, we had a good plan, and then you were apparently our boss. Not my fault.
I had a good plan, and
look, we can do this together, I guess, or we can do it separately. Your choice.
Zero is just typing into their data pad. And then
I'm here for what's
kissed.
in Vault M13.
Is that
whatever else you want?
okay?
That is the vault that was.
Yeah, I figure. Okay, it's
thing.
like
Whatever else you want. That vault is mine.
counterpoint. You still get it. I want to see what it is.
Fine.
Excellent. Let's go get it. They believe that we're quarantining this place, so, and we do have an actual doctor with us.
Allegedly.
So, she rolls her eyes, like as if that would help. Yeah, so after you're able to have your little meeting together, you actually need to start the process.
Yeah, we need to put a tent around the building.
The entire shadow.
Put a giant space tarp over it.
What does that look like?
We gotta tent it like in ET or whatever.
I think there's tenting it. I think for us, because this is going to be easier because we're not going to be able to tent the entire vault. I imagine most of it's underground. We have like space tape or something, but also this is my thought, is that like we use like either illicit drugs or something else to spray around the place to be like, yes, this is definitely the thing we're quarantining right now. You can see it in the air.
You think that Triage doesn't have fungal spores to just blast around a bank?
See?
Triage definitely has fungal
just
spores.
Keeps fungal spores for a rainy day.
Yeah, exactly.
Would that cost a
I feel like
inventory spot?
That's gonna, at the very least, I mean, I don't think that you have that already on your list of items. You can do a flashback in order to
I was gonna say that
asset.
I flash back to when we were on we're still on Sahandra, right?
You're still on Sahandra, that's right.
I think I'm going to flash back to like getting a very specific agent from what's it called? From MEM that maybe they can't exactly account for. Like a invasive bacteria kind of thing. If that makes sense.
All you have to say is flesh eating, and most of the people will leave.
Yeah, no, not going back to MEM because that makes no sense, like at all. But yeah, it's like a invasive, like flesh-eating bacteria.
It's from Voss. Nobody knows what's from Voss. It's
yes,
Monitor.
the dreaded flesh-eating groin fungus. You want to stay far away.
What?
Yes. Everyone wants to stay far away from that.
I feel like Triage is doctoring. This sounds like a science.
Sure, yeah, I think that sounds right. Like, make a doctor roll to convince them of your doctor knowledge about
doctor.
these very doctor things.
Doctor. Doctor. See, I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor.
Is it?
Yeah, man, I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor.
What is the position effect?
Desperate.
It's desperate.
Desperate. And extreme.
I think, given all the factors in this situation, it's. I think it's still good. I think it's being limited effect. Like you're. This whole thing is a little far-fetched.
It's bananas.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Bananas.
Anybody helping me?
Banananas.
You wanna spend a gambit? Because
yeah, I definitely want to spend a gambit.
You can definitely spend a gambit.
I mostly want to just see where this goes on its own. As much as I want you to succeed.
I mean, would you like a devil's bargain? I've got a great one.
I want to hear out this devil's bargain.
You infect yourself with these spores that you spray everywhere.
Oh no!
Fuck it, I want it.
Yeah!
You got
Fuck it. I'm gonna be zombie triage. All right. What does the devil's bargain mean? An extra dice?
Yes.
Extra dice.
Okay. Is anybody helping me? Please help me.
I don't want to get infected, but I'll help you.
Okay.
I will throw technobabble that I know very little about.
Sure.
Into this.
Spend your stress. I think you can do that from a safe distance.
Fuck!
Oh my god! Look at all this wine!
Holy shit, guys!
I'm real glad there's a 4 in there.
I'm real glad there's a 4 in there too.
God.
That was 5 wine.
Yikes!
Ooh.
Crap.
At least you get an XP, I guess.
So what's the complication?
So, hey Saint, remember a minute ago when I said there would be no problem for you to avoid those spores?
Ah!
That was a minute ago.
Can I resist being infected by these spores? Okay, how do I resist getting infected by these spores?
I mean, that sounds like it's a prowess resistance.
Okay, I'm good at prowess resist. That's something I can do. Yeah, I don't take any stress.
Nice. Yeah, great.
I'm gonna hide around a corner and just not get near triage for the rest of the mission.
Am I like obviously infected by the spores? Do I like sneeze and I just like my eyes go wide and I look over my friends and just like, oh shit.
You know you're infected. I don't think anyone else will until you tell them or the end of the score.
Oh, fun.
I'm not getting near you. You said enough about this to convince me that this is dangerous.
Okay, so you get 1 tick on this clock, though, out of 4 ticks to get them to vacate, put the tent up. They're going really slow. Like they like are like, we have a procedure. We're following it.
What
like,
part of
no, don't
flesh-eating groin parasite?
Yeah, they're going painfully slow with this. They don't, not that they're not taking it seriously, but their timeline and your timeline are not lining up even a little bit.
You know what Ballad's gonna do? Because Ballad has seen this work before. And this is something that other hegemony people
pull
do.
the fire away.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that's the next step. But
Okay.
this step is gonna be, because this works for hegemonic people, is to demand to see their supervisor.
Oh, you're
Them to
fucking
sort it
Karen.
out. Yeah.
God damn it, Karen.
All right, yeah. I mean, that sounds to me like it's a command.
Yeah, sure. I'm really bad at command, but I'll try. AK, I have no points in command. So
You
yeah.
should have got that Karen hair. It would have helped.
Yeah, that's Espa's job, but Espa doesn't want to help me with this, apparently.
I mean,
Unless she does want to help me with this.
maybe instead of you rolling a command, you're gonna roll a sway to convince her to do it for you.
Yeah, I will convince her to do it for me, because she's got the big hair and the look, and yeah, she is our boss. I would convince her to talk to their. Yeah, there we go. Then I will convince her to do it. Yeah, I want to convince her to do it for the good of the job.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll attempt to sway her. Through being like, you could be a good Karen and also flirting. Yeah, let's do it. I
don't know if you can flirt and say you would be a good Karen in the same sentence.
The thing is, this is a far future.
Excuse me, that is sexual harassment.
It's harassment.
So this is the player saying, this is how the character do it, but obviously Ballad would couch it as something else, and being like,
No,
yes, you are the authority figure. Yes, you are my boss.
Right. All right. Roll your dice.
All right. Desperate?
Oh yeah, desperate. Definitely desperate.
Okay. What else?
Let's see. Do you have any weird stuff here?
I don't have anything that would unless I push myself for things. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, you could use your special armor if you wanted to.
This isn't talking my way out of trouble. Out of trouble. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Sure.
We're not in trouble yet. Well, nah.
Yeah, see, there we go. Steve knows what's up.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's standard.
Okay.
I think she's susceptible to flattery.
Cool. Excellent. I knew it. I'm gonna spend a gambit.
Okay.
I love him. Just like I knew it. I knew she's susceptible to flattery. What does a devil's bargain look like?
There's a body count.
Wow, damn.
You can get infected. That's
no.
all. It's gonna be on the table from now on until we're done.
I'm talking to Espa. Espa's not
until
I mean, you're in the same. You're in the same room.
Okay.
Theoretically.
That's true.
Unless you seal yourself off completely, it's still gonna be.
Does Espa ask something else of me? Is that what happens?
What do you think she would want? Like, what would she demand in return?
That's a good question. For being like, you gotta actually be the authority figure here, and she's like,
Like, this is like one of those, I was gonna do that anyway, but now that you suggested it, you owe me for me doing what you're saying.
Exactly.
Like,
this is literally
that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a vague you owe me a favor thing.
Okay.
You owe me a favor for trying to steal his job from me, and I found out.
For sure. Yeah, I'm willing to take just a generic "will you owe me."
Yeah, I'm down. That. I'm down. That sounds like something that Ballad would do very stupidly. It's Ballad. Let's do it. 2 bonus dice on this desperate sway.
Double sixes.
That's a crit.
I love it.
Sure. I mean, I think part of this looks like this was something that she was going to do anyway, and so she was like prepared to Karen it up, and will take kindly to the fact that you talked her up on this instead of taking umbrage at the fact that you're trying to tell her how to do her job.
Right.
You know.
Excellent.
So that will in fact fill the clock.
Hey, we did it.
And we can move on to the next step of breaking into this vault. You've managed to get all of the civilians out of the way. They believe that the thing is under quarantine. What does the next step look like so I can tell you where the complication comes in?
0.
We're gonna need to start.
I think we need to start taking out
doors.
the cameras.
Yeah, you start taking down security.
Shutting down security. Yeah.
More specifically, I'm gonna put it on a loop feed, so they don't know that something went down, but so that they think everything was normal.
Sure.
So
okay.
I guess so that they think that the halls actually got evacuated because they're supposed to think everybody is gone. So we're gonna run a loop.
Sure. I mean, I don't think that is gonna require a roll at this time.
Okay.
I think that's something that may come and require a roll later when it becomes important to see how effective that was.
While I'm digging, then can I start opening up vaults then using the hack roll to start opening doors up then?
That is a completely different question and not related to the security cameras at all.
Oh, no. I mean,
not,
you're saying we don't need to worry about the cameras. I'm saying, can I, because you're trying to give us a complication. So I'm trying to move us along to the next thing that could
Yeah. I'm just clarifying that those would not use the same computers.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the complication.
So, the complication here is that each one of the vaults, they're like not on a network together. Each one is independent from the others. So you cannot just open all of them at once, but you can start hacking one of them.
All right. Well, we need to get hers.
They definitely have like high tech shit.
We need to get your contacts one open because that's why we're here.
Yes.
And we were told we could keep anything else. So let's get hers open first, and then we'll start opening the others.
All right, let's get hers open, and so that we can get inevitably betrayed earlier.
Good. Yes,
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Glad you see where this is going.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew.
Alrighty, so I'm a hacks it.
Okay. So I think given everything at this point, we're back to standard or to risky standard.
Yes.
That's your position effect, unless you have something that you think may change that some way or another.
I was hoping for a desperate so I could finish this box.
You can boost it to desperate great
if you want to.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do that.
The potential consequence is you could cause this vault to like hard lock.
No.
We still have gambits though, right?
We do.
We should be okay.
We have 2 gambits.
Yeah, I think
we should be. We should be.
And
okay.
I can help you out. I know a little hacking.
Yeah, I will take the help, and I will use one of the gambits so that we can increase our odds. But I think we should be okay because the great result should also work in our favor if it comes up.
Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up. Yeah. Hey, didn't fuck up.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you, extra dice.
Yeah. Good job, extra
Tell
dice.
me how I roll 6 dice and get 5 ones. Crits and 6s.
Don't fuck up. All right, so I filled out insight, and I'm gonna immediately put that into hack. So our looting spree is not as hard.
Nice. I mean, I guess that could be reflected in the first time you open one of these.
I know exactly what workarounds I need now. Like, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, note that down for the other doors.
Right. So this is like a door, and like it leads into a room, and what you realize is there is someone inside of this room. There's a person here.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up some chance for information before we get too far because I have
right, you
analyst.
have that thing. Yes.
So I rolled a 6 on gather info about the door, or about the vault. So you said there's a person in there, but the question I want to know is, what was so important about this one? And oh god, it's probably this person.
Is the person the score?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. So I probably
I think maybe before the door opens, you find out who is inside. That this is like a cell, basically. The person inside is. Do I actually have their name right now? 1 second.
It's Triage's twin brother. Triage.
That would be really weird, especially since Triage is not Triage's real name.
Exactly.
It'd be strange for sure.
It is a baby Yoda.
It is a baby Yoda, yeah. And then we really have to become bounty hunters, guys.
It is 1 bushel of kittens.
Oh no.
Aww. The only kittens left in the galaxy.
It's a bushel of kittens in a trench coat, which makes it a whole person.
I love how it's bushel of kittens.
Yeah. It's a baker's dozen.
Okay. Thank you for your patience while I looked up her name.
And dogs, ghost dogs.
Vamping is something we can do.
I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you.
We stayed on topic at least.
Yes, it's true.
All right, so her name is Nalmon.
How do you spell that?
Nalmon. Okay. So Nalmon is the name of the person in here. All you see, like, there's nothing about like crimes or anything like what would cause her to be locked up in here. There's nothing that says like warning, weird way powers. There's nothing like that. In fact, there seems to be like some notes that are like anyone caught mistreating the subject, it will be immediately fired and fined. If if abuse has taken place, you're going to see legal action as well. So
it's somebody's overprotected daughter.
Somebody has gone to a lot of trouble to put this person here and keep them safe.
Are they comfortable? Does it look like good accommodations?
Yeah, you open the door and it looks like a 3 or 4 room suite, like an apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's you see her sitting on a couch, watching TV.
How
can
old
I ask for how long they've been contained in this location?
That information was not listed.
Okay.
How old is she and what does she look like?
She looks human. Probably early 20s, maybe. Maybe mid 20s. Older than teenager, but not by a huge margin.
So before everybody goes in, I'm going to take a sidestep and cough, and I'm going to be like, guys, you got a case of the zombies. I'm gonna have to sit this one.
Excuse me, what? All right. Yeah, just stand over. Points all the way down the hallway. There.
It's not actually flesh eating, is it? Because you're gonna need to be all the way over there.
Does this end up qualifying as a harm? Because I can use patch to prevent the harm. But if it's not,
I don't think it's going to manifest as harm.
It's going to be a narratively...
This is not something that is immediately detrimental to you. This is something that's long-term detrimental to you.
Gotcha.
It might manifest as harm, next week.
Space airborne Lyme's disease.
It's a trauma.
But right now, it's potentially contagious.
Yeah,
but
so
it's not affecting you adversely right now.
Yeah, but I don't want to get the score infected with the zombies.
Whatever
it is. And I also know it's not zombies, but
it's great. No,
I like the name.
Right.
Yeah.
This is in the future. Maybe that's what zombies means in the future.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, so Espa is gonna kind of saunter into the room, and she the woman looks up, and Espa's like, well, you're coming with me. And she's like, wait, what? And glances
Haven't you
out
heard
the door,
place is overrun with space zombies?
Sees Zero, sees Ballad.
Yep.
And is like, and Espa kind of squats down in front of her in front of the couch, and is like, your sister sent me.
Oh, thank God! I thought this was a sex thing.
It's just Ballad holds a hand about to say wait a minute, and then she's then they're just I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna walk over instead.
So are we good then?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. I'm gonna get to work on the next door.
I need to go to a doctor.
You are a doctor.
I'll meet you at the next door.
All right. Yeah, I'm moving on. There's oh, that's neat. I'm gone.
Yeah. What do you want to go after? What type of thing do you want from here?
How many doors are available?
Too many.
Give me. I was give me a rough estimate. Okay, so she literally will pull up a thing and go, oop. All right, she picks door number 16, starts opening that one.
All right, roll me a 1d6. Ooh, okay. Not good.
What does this mean?
I rolled a fortune roll to see what was behind that door.
Oh, okay.
Argles.
Hyenas.
Yes, only hyenas.
Space hyenas.
Excuse me, they're genetically engineered hyenas?
Vault haunted.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hyenas.
Vault haunted.
It's just the scene from Cabin in the Woods. Just all the doors open and monsters run out.
Oh, jeez. Oh no.
I mean, I already told you that the doors are not connected, so we can't pull that particular one.
That's fine. No bit there.
Plus, this isn't the cabin. This isn't the Cabin in the Woods planet. That's a different planet.
That's a whole different planet.
That's a whole different planet. Yeah. So, Espa and Nalman are going to leave. They're not there to dig out more.
Oh,
treasures.
Ballad wanted to try talking to Nalman and just be and flirt at Nalman because obviously that's what they're gonna do.
Right.
But they would also like to find out like who is this person because they did have a deal with Espa being like finding out what because they didn't know it was person.
Yeah.
What it was that they were here to find. But yeah, they go over to Nalman just like, hi, I'm Ballad.
Nice tail.
Thank you.
Do you blush because she got the first flirt?
Yes. Yes.
Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game. It's like, well, I didn't think I'd see you here in this place. It's kind of odd being here, isn't it?
Get used to it.
Been here long?
A couple years.
Oh. You do get used to it, I guess. I'm a bit of a roamer myself, so I think I'd get a bit, cabin fever. I think that's the word.
Yeah. And she just kind of looks around. It's like, how much time do we got?
Looks around, looks at their watch.
She's 2.0.
I don't know.
You'll be good for at least 15 minutes working on the door.
I mean, if you have something in mind.
Well, I just want to get some things sentimental, I mean, I've been here for too long.
I understand. I mean, I can help you out with that if that's,
What's Espa's take on all this?
Espa's just kind of tapping her foot impatiently in the corner. She's not quite ready to jump in and be like, nope, we're leaving. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she's not engaging.
Right.
It's like I'm pretending I can't see this.
And she's also like, were they just flirting? God damn it.
I thought I won.
You're welcome, Espa. You're welcome. You brought Ballad on this job.
I mean, that's not how that happened, but okay.
I mean, well, now it is because they're technically. It's complicated.
It's complicated. Yeah, I'll take it's complicated.
Yeah. What does Nalman say? What's she say about this?
So she wants to she's got some sketchbooks,
and this is going in a completely not sexy direction.
It's not sexy. I'm sorry.
Nah.
She's like, come on, I need your help in the bedroom. And then she's got 18 sketchbooks that she's trying to get you to cut. So
Zero turned that camera back on and then immediately turned it off in disappointment.
Tell me she's an illustrious lab coat designer and she's just designing lab coats.
I'm secret lab coats.
Ballad definitely looks, when Nalman says that, looks significantly back at Espa. And just raises an eyebrow and then follows Nalman. Yeah, I mean,
she frowns heavily and just stands there, but is not going to either follow you or stop you.
That's fine. I mean, they'll follow Nalman and will actually help them out with their billion sketchbooks.
Yeah, there's also 5 or 6 grid books and stuff that have seem to be stuffed full of writing. She doesn't open any of them, She just is like, nope, this and this and this and this other one, and there's like also like 3 other books that are like written in an alien language that you're not familiar with that have like a bunch of
she's a
notes.
freestyle rapper.
How did you know? I've been looking at my notes.
Nice. Okay, that's cool. Just like, wow, quite the artist, aren't you?
She just kind of nods, like, I guess.
I mean, like opens up one of the sketchbooks, some random page, just like, look at this. This is amazing.
It's like detailed ship schematics.
It is amazing.
Does there happen to be a particle cannon on there?
Not on this page.
This is something Ballad identifies with.
Ballad, you get a text message that says find the particle cannon schematics.
Just text back like, I found some dope ship mechanics. That's schematics, that's for sure. Just like, this is
I enter in the group text with like the I'm sick emoji.
Oh,
I'm dying.
I send a heart. Yeah, just like, this is amazing. I mean, I've been around space all my life, but these are incredible.
Thanks, I guess. It's not. We don't need to talk about it right now. We need to go.
I mean, I agree, but at the same time, I am praising your work for a reason. And that's because it deserves praise. Does it not?
You get a blush for that one.
Ballad's like, recognize my flirts. Please notice my flirts.
Notice my flirts, please. Yep.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to do before we moved on to the next?
Are there any valuables in here?
No.
Okay.
I mean, other than the notebooks, which you are.
Well,
taking
I'm
with
not.
you.
I'm not.
But
yeah.
There does not appear to be anything of material value here.
Okay, that's
yeah. All the furniture is IKEA. And...
Yeah, I just like pass these over to Espa because obviously I've got like a vault to loot. Just like, if anything happens to those sketchbooks, I swear.
She's like, don't worry about it. And then Nawan comes out and is like, aren't they coming with us?
We'll be with you in a second. We gotta do a few other things in the rest of the place.
You get a smile from Nama and rolled eyes from Espa, and then they're gonna go off down the hallway.
All right.
This
cool.
place is just full of old tax documents. There's nothing else in here.
Right.
So so Zero gets the vault door open. Well, actually, Zero, you need to roll to get the vault door open, and then we'll talk about what's inside.
I will provide your moral support this time instead of actual support because I was a bit busy.
Yeah, you were busy. All right, open that vault. Is it still Rhys standard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, at least it wasn't desperate when this happens.
So,
I had a bad feeling about this one from the start.
I have an excuse for if you are questioned as to why it's gotten locked down.
I don't think it's gonna get locked down. I think it's much more interesting if we go back to what was it? Space Jaguars?
Space hyenas.
Space hyenas. That's it. Genetically engineered hyenas.
Spyenas.
Spyenas, as they are colloquially known. A pair of them are going to leap out into the hallway.
Oh, and, shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, with that roll, they're going to attack you for sure.
Oh no! Suddenly, space hyenas.
Yeah.
Space hyenas.
Please take level 2 harm mauled by a space hyena.
Oh jeez!
Like, I'm not even mad. I love it.
I kind of want to dive and save you, but at the same time, do you want to?
Hyenas are fucking terrifying.
Wait, technically, I can resist consequence by of the hacking, and I get a +1 die. As funny as that is, I guess I should try to resist getting mauled.
It is technically a consequence of hacking.
Yeah. I feel as much as I'll enjoy
like, damn it, you did the rules.
Yeah,
literal hyenas.
I feel like I should resist literal hyenas. Okay.
I mean, probably.
All right, so
if you want to.
I can never remember. Is this one clicking insight or fortune?
So neither.
Oh.
This is gonna be prowess because you're resisting getting mauled by a hyena.
Right.
That's a physical consequence.
Wait, so it's clicking prowess then, not insight. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Are they
prowess.
resisting getting mauled by hyenas or resisting the hyenas existing in the first place?
Getting mauled by hyenas.
Probably getting mauled. All right, I pull my pocket bacon out of the coat. And there's just enough for them to be sated.
I was worried you were going another direction, and you just closed the irising door around one of them, and then
it's not that kind of door.
No.
So that's going to get down. That is going to be kicked down a notch to like spooked by space hyenas.
That's fine. I can live with that. Almost mauled by space hyenas.
Poke around the corner and go.
Like you came this close to having like the front half of your body ripped open by space hyenas, and you didn't get hurt, but you're shook.
Yeah, I'm calling it almost mauled by space hyenas.
Great.
All right, that was an ordeal.
You just close the door and Ballad comes over. You just like they're just like, what was in there?
Vault's haunted.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. Do you have any ideas on like what's valuable in here? Because
I probably should actually look into that. Picking at random didn't really work.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it did.
I mean, you had an opportunity to ask a question about.
Yeah, it's like we have so many questions. One of which, why the fuck were there space hyenas? But
no. I meant earlier when you had a chance to ask a question about the the system. The question you did not ask was, where can I find something of value here in this?
Like, we'll just hack a different place, then they could do it.
Yeah, So I can do that now, I guess.
I guess.
Is there what vaults are valuable to be hacking in here? Yeah, I probably should have looked at those notes before opening the space hyenas.
Doors 7 through 16 are space hyenas.
She resists the urge. She resists the urge to open door 69. She's not a child.
Mm-hmm.
She says that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you wanna make a hack roll to find out what's valuable here.
Yeah, let's find out what's valuable.
Okay. It's gonna be risky standard.
I'll help.
How do you help?
I help by I don't know. Taking their mind off of space hyenas somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How would that, because a level 1 harm situationally
is less effect.
Yeah, it's less effect.
Oh, do I have to take that down then?
Yeah, so it's gonna be that is correct, because I think that's gonna come into effect here, because you're still like, oh god,
what's behind
space
door
hyenas.
number 5?
You're just scared of opening.
Are there more hyenas in these vaults? How do you know?
you have door opening trauma for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm just afraid to trust doors now. I have to have other people open them for me. How do you know there aren't space hyenas behind that door? It's our ship.
So you're a D&D character now.
Yep. Everything's mimics.
So
check the roof for traps and spiders.
You can use your patch ability to doctor.
Yeah, I just stick them with a stim. They get the adrenaline, so it's like they are.
That counteracts paranoia. I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
I mean, it doesn't counteract paranoia, but it counteracts startle.
Sure.
Look, they do it, and they do it from across the room. Do it across the room because we don't want to.
Because I have one of those. I have a syringe gun.
Oh, you're okay.
Of course you do.
Medic from TF2.
Of course you do.
All right.
Of course you do.
So is that just a bonus die then, or are you taking away something?
I think that
if I help, it's a bonus die.
Yeah, it's a bonus die.
Alrighty, here we go. Well, your help was a 1, so thanks. No, I'm kidding. We got a 4 though.
Okay, so that is a success with a complication. You got the zombies.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
You got the zombies.
Would you like to resist that?
Yeah. I need to resist the zombies.
Well, we don't even know how bad the zombies are. It could just be that
they're called the zombies.
Also,
you named this spore disease, so
yeah, I did name this.
You could have just called it orcs, and it would have been fine.
No, it wouldn't have been much worse.
You want wogs? That's how you get wogs.
Yeah, this is how you get.
Right. How you get. I'm assuming this is going to be another prowess then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a consequence of hacking.
Still a consequence of hacking, but I have to resist it bodily. Here we go. All right, there you go.
1 stress, not bad.
Not bad. No, that's fine. It's the first stress of the game.
Hooray. So you find what types of things do you want to find? Like, you find a huge list of things, but you don't have very much time. So you can tell me 2 different things that you want to be able to find. And then which one you want to go after first.
I think one thing has to be worth a lot of money and the other thing has to be useful.
I like that.
And I think both of them need to be able to be carried off the premises without being noticed.
Yes.
That's trickier. Okay.
But the primary things is one of them is very valuable and one of them is useful.
Just don't get another Vox crystal because we already have 2 of them in the ship.
No, get a 3rd one. We'll make a Bermuda's Triangle of Vox crystals.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be totally fine. I don't know what valuable wise. It's probably just like some like because this is a shadow repository, so it's stuff that's like basically been impounded. I imagine
this is things that have been impounded, like, but cannot be like officially recorded. These are like political prisoners and weird mutant space hyenas and things that were deemed like against the Geneva Convention. But also we can't destroy them because that would actually be worse.
All right, so
some old artifacts that no one can figure out what to do with, you know?
Which vault has flashbulb's hero in it? And let's go ahead and release that person.
Flashbulb's hero?
Yeah, because doesn't Flashbulb hate the hegemony and its political prisoners?
Oh, I mean, Flashbulb's thing is clones. Like
you find the prime clone.
Except she is the prime clone.
These do not officially exist.
So we release Flashbulb. That's Flashbulb was the whole time.
Yeah, Flashbulb wasn't here. No, but I think one of them.
That's where Flashbulb was when they got lost.
I think
in the freaking Shadow Vault.
A political prisoner being one of the things would be very cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a political prisoner and then a weapon we can take.
A ton of money.
Yeah, we'll get a ship weapon. We have a ship weapon and a political prisoner. That's the things.
I didn't even mean a ship weapon. I meant a gun for one of us. That would be really cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. No, I'd be down with a prototype gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're already getting the ship gun, so we don't need.
That's true. That we do have long-term project. Okay.
I have my Space Tundra hunting rifle and my machine gun, so I don't need any new weapons.
I mean, this is for the rest of the crew probably, because I got my pistols, I got my fine sidearms, but like we could always use another gun because Iron was only here for like a session.
Great. So what do you go after first? A political prisoner or a prototype weapon?
Let's secure the weapon first. That's a lot easier to get off than a person. And I imagine if we let the political prisoner out, our timetable might escalate.
We also already got one person out, so
That's fair.
It would be nice if we got the political prisoner out, especially if Ballad's gonna flirt with them. But all
right. Well, here, let's decide. We'll decide this way. High's the gun, low's the prisoner.
RNG.
Yeah. All right.
The gun.
Because I genuinely believe that would be how Zero would handle it. She would flip a coin.
Yeah.
Not even which one's closer, but
no, it doesn't matter which one. We can't decide. Flips a coin. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Space
good.
coin.
Good deal.
Virtual coin.
Yeah. She flips a Bitcoin. Yeah. Don't even ask how. She does it.
Holograms.
That should not
You
be
just
so funny.
flip 400 video cards.
Actually, Ballad has dice on them, except they're loaded dice. That one.
That's even better. I love it.
So let's you go to the vault with the gun, and you know that you're running low on time. You're at a risky standard position to get the store open, but the most likely consequence is it's going to take longer, and it's going to be more difficult for you to get that second thing, the person.
Risky standard. Or did I mishear that? Standard?
Yeah, risky standard. Risky standard. Mm-hmm.
Risky standard. All right. Let's crack it open. Joop. 5.
Can we also establish that the person we're releasing isn't like a permanently infamous serial killer?
Well, they're a political prisoner.
I was gonna say they're political prisoners. So.
They could very well be a monster, but they were arrested for being a dissident.
They're arrested because the hegemon doesn't want them to be.
Turns out the hegemon were the good guys all along.
Hegemony. No.
Get out. Pretty sure that's no.
The rebels were just terrorists. No, it's fine.
Oh gosh.
So it's gonna take longer than you expected. You have I'm gonna start a new clock, which is actually just me resetting this clock.
Oh no.
So you have 2 ticks on the you're out of time clock.
Can we resist one of those ticks?
Yeah, you can definitely resist.
I'm resisting all day. All right.
You want to do it?
I can do it.
It is the result of your hacking.
I've got enough stress that I can handle it.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Do it.
Do it.
Get us 0.
Oh, hey. For this hack roll, tell me more about this political dissident. Or no, I guess it has to be about the gun. Tell me about the gun. What's cool about this gun?
It comes with a pet owl.
Oh, shit, that is cool. You can have the gun. I want the owl.
I'll take the gun.
No, it does not come with a pet owl. As cool as that would be. Instead, it transforms into an owl. Like, did you ever did you ever play Skies of Arcadia?
It's vaguely familiar.
Does it fire owls out of it?
It's like a Dreamcast game.
I've heard of it though.
Yeah, I was about to say vaguely familiar.
There's a magic card that is exactly what this is, and I'm going to share it for you guys. Hold on.
Please, I want to see.
So basically, this gun will turn into essentially a clockwork owl. It can't be fired in owl shape, but it's like a little owl friend, but also a gun.
I dropped it in chat.
Nope, perfect, exactly, 100%. Flawless.
All right, excellent. We have the owl gun.
Owl gun. Yeah.
So is it is this I'm guessing the prototype part of it is the fact that it is also a clockwork owl, because otherwise it's a gun.
Yeah.
God, is it an Urbot gun?
Oh yes. Man, that'd be awesome.
It has it is an AI owl and also a gun.
I kind of want this gun.
I mean, we all.
It's a pretty cool gun.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool gun. Probably has its own.
Even Triage is like, damn, that's a pretty cool gun.
we're all just crowded around your screen, just being like, damn, that's a pretty nice cool gun.
That's a nice gun. All right, so I gotta resist this time clock now. All right. Did you do bonus die for the armor?
Oh, it's probably insight.
Yeah, I imagine this one is.
Yeah, this is insight.
I smack my head into the keyboard to resist it. Prowess. 6!
Hey, no stress.
Alright, you push yourself to get this done faster than it's
I'm gonna roll a 6-sided die for no reason.
That's fine.
It's not ominous at all.
On to the political prisoner. So I want you all to tell me which faction of the hegemony had this person arrested.
Let me look at the faction list.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the faction list too.
I can.
The Makers Guild.
There it is. Thank you.
Another Yaru person. I kind of want to do somebody we've dealt with before. I zeroed in on the Concordiate
Knights though immediately. I was like, that sounds.
Yeah, the Concordiate Knights sound cool, but they're kind of weak.
They are kind of lowball.
I'm tempted to just go with House Malclaith as much as I want to do the church.
We haven't really dealt with them. We did establish that they particularly don't like us, and we haven't done anything with them really.
Yeah,
I want to say that it was the Counters Guild, and the person actually tried to erase all debt.
Oh, he tried to bane it? Wow.
Yeah, they tried to Mr. Robot the situation.
Well,
I like that plan. Are you all down with that?
I'm down with that.
I don't hate that plan.
I'm down with the debt eraser.
Wipe galactic debt. I love it. What happened? I just turned a 1 into a 0 and it was all gone.
The creditor. That was their folly though. That was their folly. They turned it to 0, but it was like Gandhi and Civ where it just takes 0.
No, they left a shitty calling card that was easily traced back to them because they were too damn proud.
Oh,
they went back to the scene of the crime.
No, they are a. I don't want to say infamous. That's the word. Hacker known as Quirk.
Oh, fantastic!
Ooh, I like that name.
My pencil.
Oh, not the pencil.
Oh, pencil, why are you so dumb? Okay. Definitely left a calling card.
He said, "Hack the galaxy," as he got dragged off.
They did, I guess. Yeah, what are their pronouns?
I think they, them, and they are they're Xeno. I don't think they have like that they're any particular race that we've seen before. I think they're one of the, vaguely humanoid, aesthetically different races.
Right.
I think they've got like lavender skin and hair. Like they're just kind of a not solid purple color, but just, instead of being shades of pink and brown, like a human, it's a much purplier shade.
It's much cooler tones.
Are they just a night elf? Is that what's happening?
Oh, no.
I didn't say it. They're different.
Look, I'm okay with this. This is fine. Quirk is cool. Also, tried to erase all debt. I like that. That's a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the skin
Cute.
purple.
I love it. So yeah, they've been here probably a little longer than
Did anybody else's roll 20 just crash out?
It did.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a hiccup there.
Oh, it's back.
Mine said you're not connected. But,
mine said it was interrupted, but it's back for me.
It's
not opening at all.
Oh.
Basically, they said they've been here a little bit longer than Naman said that she's been here. None of you remember this hiccup happening. Like the debt was erased for like all of 5 minutes before the backups kicked in. It was never publicized on the news. Like, this was kept incredibly hush hush. But also, like, 1 second. Like, they've kept him around because he won't give up. Like, they won't give up their secrets as to how they actually hacked into the Counters Guild. Like, no one before or since has been able to do that.
They want to back hack, and he won't let them back hack.
They will not give up their secret, and so they've just been kept here, awaiting trial for like 5 years.
They ain't a narc.
We need you to reverse hack and give them even more debt.
Damn Counters Guild.
Yep.
They were counting on them to do it. All right, let's get them out.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy to get out with more people than you came in with. How do you do this? Please remember, flashbacks are a thing if you would like to flashback to having a plan in place.
Flashback to having a getaway vehicle that we can actually bring in here.
Well, here's the thing. When you tent up the place, you have a what's it called? A quarantine tube where you like have to take a shower before you leave the quarantined area. So maybe we have the car backed up directly to the quarantine tube thing, and it's not transparent, so they can't. So
and we would have driven here anyway. It's not like we would have walked up. So
right, okay. That sounds like a one stress flashback. That's very reasonable to have.
I will take that stress, but I can't get into roll 20.
I can eat it. I've got enough ticks that I'll be fine.
Okay, so you're gonna take it instead. Sure.
Boop.
We have a getaway vehicle, and the cameras are on loop, so we could just get them out. But we got to get them out, because I imagine them being an infamous hacker. The Counters Guild would be like, you know what? This is the one door that doesn't have any electronics in it.
We need to definitely take some inventory on this one particular room.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's the case. I definitely think that this is like this door is got like physical and possibly way locks and not electronic locks.
Yeah. So that's Well, you know who's might be actually pretty good at lockpicking? Not me, I think.
Can I have my Vox Crystal and use it to overload the way safeties, the way locks? Hey, my roll 20's back up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to cost you a load, obviously. And I think that's also going to cost you a stress to have had that with you.
Yeah, because it's a flashback.
You wouldn't want to just be carrying that around all the time, like on general principle.
I mean, I have been, but
unfortunately, pick a lock is a rig, not skulk. So it's true. I'm not good at this.
So yeah, Trios, you want to come try to pick this waylock?
Yeah, and I want to use a tune to do it.
Yeah, you do. Okay, for sure. Like there's what looks like would normally be a computer screen, but like Zero, you can tell this is not actually a computer screen. There's like
I'm
weird
hovering over
crystals
the entire time
that are that like light up in like an almost like a oh, what do you call it? What's the type of display you've got like on a calculator where it's just got the like lines of stuff?
I don't think it counts as an LED. Is it something else?
No, just the way like they have like predetermined lines set up, and you can only light up just those lines.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's in an alien language, and it's not at all a computer. It all appears to be mechanical and way powered.
So what is the position? Is this still risky?
Yes, but unfortunately this is going to be lesser effect.
Grumble. I'm trying to overload
The fact that you can do it at all is because you have that box crystal.
Your secret powers.
You can always push yourself for effect.
You can push yourself for effect. That is true.
I'll push myself for effect.
You've got some room.
Yeah. We have one.
I'm going to use a gambit.
Okay, cool. Last gambit.
Anybody want to help me?
I have no way to help you.
Help me with the mechanical bits, Zero.
I will help you with the mechanical bits because I'm very curious about what the fuck you're doing. Probably more curious than you've ever seen her before space hyenas.
We know there are no spy.
What's a double bargain look like?
Spyenas can't hurt you. They're not real.
Drop bears.
You ever seen a space drop bear? Take out a whole convoy ship.
Wakehurst?
Ooh. You want to be infected and cursed?
Yeah, let's do it. Mercenaries next week. Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
Everybody dies.
It's just triage.
I don't want triage to die, but yeah, fuck it. I'll take the devil's bargain.
Okay.
Hey, that's a 6.
Hey, I did it.
Nice.
Cool.
So I overload the way bits.
Yeah, like it appears to be prompting you for some kind of input with like these little mechanical parts, and you just kind of like press the Voss crystal up to it, and like you can see it sucking some of the like shiny reflectiveness out of the crystal, and then you're just like, now Zero, and like Zero's able to pull the door open.
The funny part is how ridiculous this episode has been. If it was an 80s cartoon, I don't know whether it would be like a high suspense episode or like a comic relief episode. There's no differentiating.
I was gonna say, have you seen Lupin the Third?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, this has just been a Lupin the Third episode.
This has been I'm for it. I'm all for it.
Let's talk about that high res. Lupin the Third, though.
Oh, the movie! It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
I'm excited.
Let's get Quirk and get out of here.
Yeah. So Quirk looks up from where they're like putting together a puzzle or something to occupy the time.
And I just say, we're breaking you out. And I say it exactly like that.
Oh, well. And like just like kind of push the puzzle off of the table. Where are we leaving that?
Flips the table.
Yes, we're going. Come on. I want to get out of here, don't you?
Yes. And it's like leaving with you.
Take my hand.
Take my hand.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna hack the universe together.
Now you need to escape without detecting or being detected.
Detected?
I would like to say we turn off the loop after we get back into the main concourse of the Shadow Vault.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then let's see. I think I have a way of doing it, which is we have a signal of like, all right, everybody like put your gas masks on, so that it hides our faces, and then we just like get in the getaway car and go and drive away.
I give what's their name?
Quirk.
Quirk. I give Quirk my mask because I'm already infected with the shit, so it doesn't mean.
You give him the infected mask, you monster.
mask isn't infected. It's in one of those. Whatever.
Anyway, yeah. So this feels to me like it's a group action to get out. Either skulk or maybe sway to lie your way out.
I was thinking skulk or sway because we're trying to disguise ourselves to get out.
Yeah, you're not like making a run for it. You're sneakily getting
calmly doing this.
You're sneakily getting one extra person into your car than you left with. And you're trying to convince people that this is correct. So
did Espa get out? I'm assuming Espa got out her own way with.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah, I will find Espa eventually. Be like, hey, where's Nalmon?
So, like the alarm hasn't gone off, so she hasn't betrayed you yet.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're gonna. I can lead the sway roll. Even though I don't.
I have 0 dice in skulk or sway, so it's really doesn't matter to me.
How about you, 0? What you got?
I have a dot skulk.
We could try being sneaky about this instead then. Instead of being.
I have sway and skulk, so it's both are one tick. Yeah.
I think Ballad would prefer to sway.
Let's lie our way out then.
Yeah, let's lie our way out. Yeah, I'll lead it because I think I have the plan. So.
Alrighty.
What's the position effects?
It is
risky standard.
I think it's risky limited is what it's gonna be.
I'm gonna use my special armor to push myself for effect.
Yes.
I'm gonna use Devil's Own Luck.
You can do that. Okay. Everybody needs to roll though.
Risky standard still?
So with that, it's gonna be risky standard.
Wait, can I do I'm a doctor, not
always?
Absolutely.
Yes. Tell me.
And this makes sense because I'm actually disguised as a doctor.
How many times? Tell me another time.
When I worked in quarantine?
It
was obviously during my what's it called? My residency.
Which residency?
Yes.
The first, the second, the 18th.
The first residency when I was fresh out of the med school. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
I had to work overnights, 6 days a week, 12-hour days.
Oof.
Ooh, that's
real. That's real. All right. So yeah, excellent.
Everybody roll.
Risky standard.
Dice. Roll dice.
Yeah, we are at 3 hours.
That's a 5. That's a 5.
Yep. That's 3.
All right.
I
take
a stress.
That's fine.
All right, you do it, but there's a consequence.
The hyenas break out.
I keep one.
No hyenas on our ship.
An extreme street chase with hyenas on our tail.
Jeez, no.
Okay, yeah, I think the complication here is just going to be like more heat for the crew. Like you get out, but the people are going to remember the CDC officials that had come by. They're going to remember your faces. It's going to result in basically an additional 2 heat at the end of the score.
That's fine by me, unless somebody else wants to resist it.
I don't give a shit.
I don't have a way to resist it.
All right, cool. You can blur our faces.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, could I do that? Could I?
That would sound like an insight resist to me.
Yeah, I impose hyena faces on our faces as we leave.
We're the hyena bandits now.
They're the hyena bandits.
Okay.
We're hyena people.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, not a problem.
I use my analyst to know what the names of the hyenas were.
No, the hyenas don't have names. No names.
I'll come back for you. It's fine.
Lawrence.
Bad. Okay, so you get out And that's it. We're at the end of time, so
yes,
we should go ahead and we'll do payoffs and everything next week. And let's do some quick XP before we forget everything we did.
Alrighty, it's a good idea.
So, did you successfully execute a transport or smuggling operation?
Yes.
Is it smuggling? I guess maybe?
It's smuggling them out of a prison.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like it's, or you could consider that transport. I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Does it count as 2 because we got 2 people out, or is it only 1?
Well, we may be able to get money out of releasing Quirk.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 1. Yeah.
I think it's 1. Yeah.
Somebody wants Quirk out of prison, I'm sure.
We do. I mean, other people do, but we do.
Yeah. Cool. This pencil broke again.
Damn pencil.
I'm using my backup pencil because my first pencil was out of lead and the lead is downstairs. And anyway, did you contend with challenges above your current station? Yes. You did. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
This was daring as shit.
Absolutely. I don't think that you made any progress towards your no-nonsense reputation.
Would you say
this quest was full of nonsense?
I was going to say
this was a bunch of baloney.
I was going to say, would you say this is saucy? But that might just be valid.
That might just be valid. If Face was along for the ride, then maybe. But
yeah.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Get money, which is a drive, or a goal, or both. And then I think there is the essential nature of the crew of like, you know what? We got this vault. We have a bank heist job. Let's go with this amazing con. It's amazingly ridiculous con.
We shut the bank down like we were the CDC saying they had a fungal spore infection.
And then somebody brought an actual fungal spore infection.
Just to prove a point, we released an infection.
Yeah, so 6 XP. We get an advance. Hooray.
Nice.
Hey, that means we get 2 whatevers in our thing,
We get 4 stash.
4 stash. And I will put some into Face's stash as well. Because he gets some too. Wow.
I'm gonna give Ballad some stash.
That's nice. He's made of money, turns out.
Turns out nobles made of money.
Yeah, weird. Triage, let's talk about you. Did you address a tough challenge with insight or compassion?
I mean, I came up with the plan.
That was kind of insightful.
Yeah.
Okay.
By insightful, you mean ludicrous, but yes.
Look,
it works. It works.
That's a type of insight.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes. Academic background.
Being a doctor.
Being a doctor.
Yeah, that came up. And did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
I overindulged.
I overindulged. Kind of unstable too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you were like, you know what? To really sell this plan, we're gonna.
Ah, cool. I leveled up insight again, which means I'm gonna put that into rig.
Nice.
I got rig and doctor up to 3.
0. Did you address a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
Yes. We knocked one of them up.
Did you?
That's the
second time
knocked him up.
It made me laugh.
knocked one of the challenges up much higher to unlock the first door.
Yeah.
And there was lots of good hacking today and finding information and resisting space hyenas. So I think she deserves it.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, challenges, or beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes. Yeah, she once again has been not very caring. She spent some time piloting baked off her ass with Ballad. And there was just a genuine, like, just her full slacker motif on randomly selecting what door to get, only to be mauled by space hyenas. So I think I'm keeping this bit going, and it's the best.
It's good. Nope, it's real good. Did you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you have a trauma, and I don't think you really struggled.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't need to struggle with her vice. She's got it under control right now. We didn't come into any drugs today.
Ballad.
Yeah.
Did you address a tough challenge with charm or audacity?
You better believe I did.
I can think of a couple of times.
Yeah, Espa twice, Batro, every prisoner we found, all two of them.
Yeah, all two of them.
All two of them.
Yeah. You didn't get to flirt with the hyenas next time, maybe.
No. Yeah. I mean, they can be talked to. Said, hi, you're a bunch of hyenas. Bye. Yeah, that's two.
I love you because you're a doggy.
Except they're hyenas.
That's what I would say.
Mm.
If I was confronted with a hyena, that's what I would say.
Hyenas are fucking terrifying.
They are.
Love them. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes, I did. My belief definitely came up. Gonna talk to everybody, including Espa, even though I don't like her. And then also, like, my heritage background came up because I was like with Nalman with the ship schematics.
Yeah. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
I don't have any traumas. My vice, I mean, it's how we got the job technically, but
I don't feel like you struggled.
I didn't struggle with it. I struggled with Espa, but Espa's not my vice, unfortunately.
That's very different if Espa was your vice.
Exactly. But yeah, that is for XP for me.
Now I'm just thinking about, like, I mean, I have a character who's friends with their vice purveyor, but now I'm just thinking of making a Blades character whose rival is their vice purveyor. I'm like, well, that goes on my list of things to do next time.
Look, you'll struggle with your vice all the time.
Good. Love it. Okay. I think that's all of the things as far as XP is concerned. So outros. Outro.
I am outro. I haven't been live this week or last week because of some family stuff that's been going on, but I will be back with Tokyo Mirage sessions starting next week on Monday. Then Tuesday we have the talk show with Rhys and Sarah Berry Salsa over on Rhys's channel. Wednesday, are we starting Misspent Youth? Or
Session 0.
Session 0.
We didn't get much of it done yesterday. Gotcha. I need a final head count before Wednesday. Sooner is preferable to later.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from anybody yet, but I'm in. So that's cool. Thursdays here, obviously. And then Sundays we run Bag of Bones over on my channel, which is a Mothership actual play where Kelsa's the doctor.
That's right. That's a good time.
And that's me.
Saint, what about you?
Hi, everybody. My name is Saintguard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, and sometimes jam at tabletop role-playing games. Usually you can find me over on my own channel, twitch.tv/Saintguard. I play games. I've been playing a lot of Yakuza Kiwami, which the last time was just me fucking around with side stories. And
I gave you a game to play after you're done.
I know. I know. Oh, I will start playing that while I play it, because I usually switch off between games.
Gotcha.
So I'm probably going to do West of Loathing before I get to Nier Automata, or Far Human, whichever you want. So we'll be doing that. But I usually stream tomorrow, but I'm actually going to be I'm in a guest spot over on King Philip X's channel for some Tomb of Annihilation. I'm going to be reprising a character I had here, well, not here, but a long time ago on Outro's channel. So if you want to come and see that, that's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, but you can see me stream again on Saturday. I don't know. I probably will be doing West of Loathing because that game's like 8 hours, I think. We'll see. But I'll be starting that. And yeah, also on Saturday, because this is important, and Kelsa's part of this, because it's on Kelsa's channel, is Republic City by Night. It's the game I designed, or am designing, because it's still in designing. It's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. For those who don't know, Republic City by Night is a Forged in the Dark Legend of Korra game. So if you want to see that, that's at 3 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. I'm the GM. If you want to see the stuff for that game, check my Twitter, which you can find at twitter.com/Saintguardly. That's reason with an LY at the end. And that's going to be it for me because I could talk about more things. I'm not going to.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelsa. As you might have seen, I'm the GM of this game on Thursdays here on Party Wipe Games. As Saintguard mentioned, on Saturdays on my channel, we are playing Republic City by Night, where my character is currently a slightly
amazing
introverted inventor character, as opposed to my other character.
Look,
hats.
I still need her to do technobabble things and pull off a impossible thing as possible.
I'm looking forward to it.
I need it to happen.
It's on my list of things that we're going to do with that character. Fantastic. Then on Sundays, as Outro mentioned, I'm over on their channel where I play Dr. Patton, and I definitely really love that game a lot. And on my own channel on Mondays, we're doing a series of one-shots starting not this next Monday, but the one after. Just check my Twitter. I'll tweet about stuff when I'm going live and when I've got stuff coming up. That's at Kelsa. And I'm also doing a challenge right now. Someone suggested this. Well, someone mentioned that they were doing it, and I was like, well, now I'm doing that too. The challenge is called FebuOC, where you draw one of your OCs for every day in February, each starting with a different letter of the alphabet. So I've got a few so far.
Nice.
A is going to be Anzu after a Twitter poll, but with Archimedes coming in second, he's going to be one of my bonus days because honestly, I miss Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Archimedes, also known as Archie, also known as Jim Bob, also known as Big Daddy, also known as Logan, also known as Overdrive. He was a hacker in a game of Sprawl, of the Sprawl, and he was kind of the worst, but also fantastic. So basically, I played up every single one of my own worst habits and just made them very obvious and very loud, and it was great.
It's
anyway,
the best way to do it.
That's all of me. Rindis, this is your channel.
Hello.
Take us away.
I'm Rindis. Rhys is a sick babu, so he's not here, but I think Outro mostly covered his talk show, so you should check that out. It's on Tuesdays. But hey, also on Tuesdays, we play Vampire the Masquerade, which is something that's cool. And currently my Lasombra, who punches werewolves now and survives somehow, is currently high off her ass because she made the mistake of going feeding with the Malkavian, who has to drug people before he feeds on them. So she got high off of the blood of the person that they went feeding together. So
classic Malkavian.
Yeah, we have to go meet the prince next episode. So I get to go meet the prince high and trying not to touch all of my shadow hands at once. So that's going to be fun.
Well, I mean, just don't cast Arms of the Abyss, and you'll be fine.
I'm high. How do you know I won't just do it? But yeah. So, there's been a lot of groundwork laid out that There might be some Sabat showing up. Also, we have a clan of werewolves that are pissed off at us. So that's a thing. Mondays, we play a homebrew 5th edition game called Forest for the Trees. Currently, it's a murder mystery. They went to a dinner party. Somebody died. They're going to investigate. It'll be fine. Wednesdays, we will be starting Misspent Youth. I currently have Outro on the roster, and that's basically it. I do have like 2 other people who are signed up, but I'm not sure if they're actually committed, but they were like, we're interested. So, yeah. Nobody showed up yesterday for the pre-planning, so... Thursdays we're here.
You just said it was happening, and then like I hopped in the middle.
No,
I
I didn't say it was just happening. There was announcements well in advance, and that it was going to be a thing beforehand. But yeah, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was announced well in advance that I wanted people to get together for yesterday. Thursdays we're here. Fridays are still up in the air. Fusion looks like it's going to be a little harder to get off the ground just because it's not complete, not complete enough to be workable. So I might tweak around with it over time and figure something else out to fill that slot. Saturdays we play Descent into Avernus, and Sundays we play Curse of Strahd. They're all great. You should watch them, and we've gone over long enough, so let's call it here. Is there anybody on that we can raid?
Party Wipe Games is on.
Well, let's hit them. Let's get them.
Oh, damn.
Gehenna Gaming.
No, I don't see anybody really.
Go. Yeah, let's go raid Critical Role. They'll notice us. I don't even think people raid them. Do people even?
They might have it disabled. Like the official D&D channel has raids disabled as well.
That makes sense. When it's like, thanks, but why would you? They have hundreds. I will go over to Diesel Shot. They were in earlier, and they're playing. I think they're playing. They're playing the Fallout game. Sweet. So everybody should stick around, check them out, give them some love. But we'll be back next Thursday. Bye.
See ya.